just a few minutes late, but certainly better late than never. And people might not realize how just high the probability of failure of what I'm attempting to do here right now might be. And I know a lot of people, are we live? Looks like yes. So I know people are used to seeing me on the streets of New York City, but today is so important. I've journeyed to Washington, D.C. to witness the Million MAGA rally. And I got to tell you, I've been here for a little while, but finding a parking spot was just an incredible challenge. And then I had to use the bathroom, and we are so COVID crazy that, you know, nobody will let you in to use the bathroom. All the parking garages are basically closed. And I mean, I'm walking around areas, I'm doing a live broadcast here, walking around areas, I have no idea how the mobile network will perform. I don't have my laptop with me. If anything goes wrong with the broadcast, I will continue recording all around town as long as I'm able, battery life, etc. And if it gets cut off from live streaming, people will be able to see it later, very, very late tonight when I return to New York on subscribestar.com/crowdsourcethetruth or patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth. I want to take this time early in the broadcast to thank sponsors of Crowdsource the Truth, because without you, I wouldn't be able to be here. Washington, D.C. is boarded up as well, you know, so it's interesting to see that sort of thing on the ground. People who are familiar with Washington will, you know, or even if you're not, it's interesting to see the differences between New York City and Washington, D.C. Now, let me just also, I got to figure out where the White House is from where I am right now. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Whoa, it says it's 32 minutes away, but is it northwest? Oh my goodness, I hope I didn't go to the wrong spot. Let's just put in White House. The White House. Oh man, it says it's a 31-minute drive from here? How could that possibly be? 12-minute walk, okay. That's better. It's up this way. I guess maybe just follow the cars, right? Okay, now look at this. We can see we've got people saying stuff in the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. There's a lot of cars driving around talking about that. Ironic. There. Hi.
Hi.
Are you here with the CCP stuff?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. That sounds like a no. But these are, Steve Bannon was talking about this earlier. I was listening on the drive. We see a lot of pro-Trump flags on the cars. Eliminate the demon, the Chinese Communist Party. Global Service Center for quitting the CCP. So this is really interesting to see. You know, while the city is being boarded up and locked down and all that kind of stuff, we've got people who are here to support the president to stop the steal. I was really on the fence about coming here today. You know, I don't usually like to drive. I don't own a car. And I was going to take the train, but you know, they want you to, when I went through the whole booking a train ticket and got almost all the way to the end, and they wanted you to click this little thing that says, I agree that if, you know, you got to wear a mask, you got to tell them obviously you don't have coronavirus, which is fine, but then they want you to agree to a thing that says they can just throw you off the train if, you know, they decide you're not wearing a mask properly, or if you don't wear a mask the whole time. I mean, I would have planned to wear a mask, although I didn't really like that. Ultimately, that was the deciding factor to not take the train. And then I woke up this morning and I just felt it was too important to not be here. And I certainly don't think that me being here is going to have any impact on, whoa, what's NYU doing here? This is not New York. They're everywhere. Jerk-offs. I didn't necessarily think that me being here would have any impact on the outcome of the election or really much impact on anything, but I just felt like if I did not come here today for this event, probably sometime, maybe in the not too distant future, I would be really regretting missing this historic moment. And I also just wanted to see how many people are going to show up. I think a lot of people, certainly who watch Crowdsource the Truth, are fed up with the corruption that has led to this, air quotes, Joe Biden victory. I think we know there's a ton of evidence that there's been cheating, unprecedented cheating, not just in the form of ballots showing up at 4 o'clock in the morning and all that kind of thing, not just from Dominion voting systems, but it does seem to be a very aggressive combination of the two things. I gotta keep hammering this stupid hammer scorecard disinformation story. So here we see somebody trying to negotiate an entrance into a parking lot. No cars. No cars being allowed in. The hammer and scorecard, it's disinformation. Mary Fanning's a liar. I'll say it again. You're a liar, Mary Fanning. You're married to a lawyer. Why don't you sue me if I'm libeling you or slandering you? You've lied. You've lied repeatedly. I listened to one of my initial interviews with Mary Fanning again, just to remind myself of how much that woman lies. And it's obvious, you know, she's cutting me off when I ask questions. She's answering indirectly when I ask direct questions. She's doing that because she's trying to plant a story. She's trying to control a narrative. Which way is the White House? Oh, just straight this way?
Make the left on 16th.
16th. Okay, thanks, man. Ah, there we go. Boy, this map, I was reading it wrong. Sometimes the dot disappears. Anyway, Mary was lying. I was asking her direct questions. She was answering with things that made no sense, interrupting constantly. She then accused me of interrupting her. That was on the second call that she accused me of interrupting her, because basically on that first interview, I was listening to everything that she had to say. I thought she was an honest investigative journalist at that point, but obviously I don't think that anymore. And I think people should go onto Crowdsource the Truth and search for those Mary Fanning interviews. Very telling. She's never shown her face. She doesn't come forward with any detailed information about how this hammer and scorecard would have been used. But moreover, what we're learning is that it's totally unnecessary. What we've got is the use of these electronic voting machines in conjunction with paper ballots to just cheat like crazy. We've got information coming forward. There's a Chinese guy looking at me. Information coming forward from Rudy Giuliani that he's naming names. He's got sworn affidavits from people who are giving statements under penalty of perjury, giving their own names, naming their bosses. There's a woman Rudy Giuliani was speaking about in a broadcast he put out, I think, yesterday, who gave her name in a sworn affidavit, gave the name. So it's a combination of me not knowing where I'm going and also getting bad directions. This thing says to make a left over here. Hi. What's happening? Is this for me?
Okay.
Thank you. Good luck, you guys. Wait, don't run me over though. I'm going this way. Thanks. So they just gave me a thing here. I mean, people we've seen in New York and elsewhere, people who leave communist countries, and so, do you guys know if the White House is down here?
Bro, we just
I know it's in
All right, thanks.
I know it's here in the city somewhere.
That's helpful. Where's the White House, gentlemen? Where's the White House?
16th and Pennsylvania Avenue.
Which direction?
I mean, you can go either way. You still got to get the Penn, which is straight down there.
Down there.
You still got to get to 16th.
Okay, thanks. Got it. I don't know, people assume that I know where I'm going. I don't. This map is not that helpful. People on the street are not that helpful. Rudy Giuliani's talking about a woman who works for Dominion Voting Systems who's given a sworn affidavit saying that she witnessed people putting paper ballots into the scanner multiple times. Now that's interesting. So if we've got paper ballots that are valid, but they're getting scanned multiple times, how on earth does this electronic voting system not have the ability to detect when something's been scanned already? Are you guys heading to the rally?
It's down that way.
Okay, great, thanks. That's what I'm trying to get to. So we can see people are walking away. I'm a little bit late. I wanted to get there earlier, but it's been real difficult to get around. Has the rally ended, you guys?
Oh, no. We just
Down this way?
It's still going.
Thanks. So DC is pretty dead for a sunny Saturday. It's really nice. It's kind of, there's K Street. Yeah, this wants me to go down here to New York Ave. I do have comments with me today, so let's see what everybody's saying, if I can. I mean, look at this. We got these wide avenues. I'm not really familiar with DC, so I don't know if this is a place that's usually difficult to cross, but it seems like very few cars around. It's weird. Is the rally over?
No.
It's still going. We're
Cool.
just taking a lunch break.
Lunch break, all right. I haven't really been too coordinated on this whole thing. I just sort of was up early and really thinking I should join this event in some way, or even just observe it, not necessarily join it. But I guess I'm joining it if I'm here. So yeah, I mean, we've got all these news stations. People should find that Rudy Giuliani Common Sense podcast, and if you've got friends who are Biden supporters, people who are Biden voters, people who are watching the news and telling you there's no evidence, Trump needs to concede, send them that Rudy Giuliani podcast, send them Crowdsource the Truth videos, send them the link to the YouTube channel, encourage them to watch some of the sponsor exclusive videos on subscribestar.com/crowdsourcethetruth and patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth. I got a speeding ticket in New Jersey on the way over here. So sponsors, thank you for providing funds. I did not mean to do that. New Jersey is one of the most, the only speeding tickets I think I've ever gotten in my life have been in New Jersey, all of them. No, that's not true. One of them, but that guy didn't give me a ticket. That was New Mexico when I went to visit. QM got stopped, but no ticket. And I advise everybody to just, put your hands on the roof of your car when you get pulled over. Let the cop know you got nothing in your hands, whether you're white, black, purple. If that cop approaches your car with the sense that you're making an overt effort to cooperate, just immediately can improve their mood, I think. So we hear sirens around the city here. I was listening to band.video as well in the car on the drive. There's a lot of people who have come from all over the country. Has it been calm so far in the city today?
I'm not there.
Got it. So I guess, I don't know, we've got a lot of cops ready for something. They're all watching videos on their phones. That's the new cop pastime. I guess it's not just NYPD. But I mean, this is even crazier than New York. I mean, look at this. Washington, D.C. is usually, bustling and busy. There is just nobody at all. These cops are in a hurry. Is that rally still going strong?
Big time.
Cool.
We're just going to switch.
Whoop. Switch flags, get a bigger one. So there seems to be a lot of police activity going on. I'm not sure what that's about. Just make our way over here to the rally and see what's going on. Been a hectic morning getting over here. I hope the car doesn't get towed from where I parked it. That would make getting back quite a challenge. Not to mention returning the rental car. I don't know what happens if your car gets towed in Washington, D.C. I've had it happen in New York. I hope it doesn't happen here. We'll try to stay on top of that. How's the rally, guys?
Good.
Great. Were you guys checking out the rally over here?
Oh, no.
No.
We're stuck in it for a while.
Stuck in it. Oh. I guess they don't want President Trump to prevail. It really does feel like we're in a moment here where if this cheating is allowed to stand, we'll have a totally, what's the word I'm looking for? Totally, Joe Biden cannot be president. His presidency would be a complete lie, even worse than Barack Obama's. Barack Obama, even though his birth certificate has been shown by Joe Arpaio's investigation to have 19 points of forgery, which I agree with, he at least won an uncontested election, and we did not see tons of evidence of cheating like we do now. So I think we're getting into rally territory here.
Your own state voted against him.
Be a man. Be a man. Take that out. Be a man. Take that out.
This looks like somebody's provoking somebody. So those guys seem to be antagonizing. Not a good thing. That was a concern of mine, that it could be dangerous to be here, but I felt that perhaps it was more dangerous not to be here. And Taylor's open. That looks very inviting, doesn't it? How was the rally, guys? I don't know if people can hear that. I'm trying to revive the broadcast here. It just cut probably near those police trucks. I think but who knows? Could be anything. I mean, I'm walking around a city. I don't know. I don't know where the dead spots are. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to see this now. It's really disappointing, all this driving to come here and just have the broadcast cut out right away. Here's some opportunistic folks selling MAGA hats and stuff. So 12th Street, we can go down here. Let's see if this is resumed with another live broadcast. Yeah, it looks like it did. Okay, cool. So at least it's back to live. I think this is the new one. Here's some opportunistic folks selling MAGA hats. So, okay, so people will hopefully come back to this broadcast eventually, and then maybe I'll put it all together as one at the end. How was the rally, you guys? Cool. So it's interesting to see how nice everybody with a Trump hat is, and how angry and screaming everybody who is against the president is. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. So is that Buck Times? Wow, that dog looked like he wanted to eat the baby. There's definitely a lot of Chinese people around. This guy's got the Pan-African flag or something. Steel drums playing Michael Jackson. Wow, look at that. Oh, and the Trump Hotel, perfect. that is the post office, you know, the old post office, new Trump International Hotel. So I'm here just at the perfect moment. I hope people are tuning in. There was only 2 live viewers when I was looking a moment ago. But this is something else. It's way bigger than the last rally I saw in New York. That's great.
It appears that we're going to happen. This was a fighting rally, right?
Somebody. Piece of trash.
Speaking American, this is the season. Democrats don't make it just I know they think it's sweet, but you don't know who you dealing with. For free, because so if you ain't got
This is a hell of a... Hi.
How you doing?
Thanks for your postings.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good to see you guys. This is a peaceful protest. Protesting the corruption.
Pat Moynihan was John McMahon.
Hi.
Let's watch your channel.
Good to see you guys. Thanks. Thanks for saying hello. So we are definitely in Trump country. Hi. Give us a hug. Good to see you. Wait, just be careful of this one. We want to make sure we don't end the broadcast. Sure.
Make
sure we got this. Thank you so much. You're now, well, because you know why? They struck the channel, so it was off. You got to follow Crowdsource the Truth too as well, so you don't miss it. Because YouTube's trying to take us down. What do you guys think?
No one like you, but you know that, right?
Thank you for saying so. What do you guys think about the rally today?
Kick ass. Oh my God, you are a blessing.
What's needed? That's what we need, brother.
We definitely got to make sure that the votes get counted, that the election is certified legally and properly.
And if it's not,
No cheating. Absolutely.
No, well, what about scorecard?
Scorecard is disinformation. It's a total lie coming from Mary Fanning. That is not true. Johnny Hoover was on last night. This is Jason Goodman.
you got to look at a sick.
That's true. All that stuff is true. Keep your eyes on Sidney Powell and Rudy Giuliani and all the evidence,
Sidney Powell.
the affidavits that they're bringing forward. But Scorecard and Hammer
man
are
alive.
disinformation. Thank you guys so much.
Oh my God,
Enjoy the
love you.
rally.
Have some candy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're a blessing.
Good to meet you. Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you. There we go. Fans of Crowdsource the Truth and fans of the Constitution, the United States of America, and the rightfully elected president. We cannot have this fraud go on. Even if you support Joe Biden, in addition to needing a CAT scan of... Okay, hopefully this will have started a 3rd live stream. I think we might expect to have it get cut off a few times. We're marching towards the Capitol here. So we've got a march here, people who are not willing to accept the fraudulent result.
told you, this is a new day, and this is a time for us to get our blessing this day. We walking, y'all, we walking. We walking to the house of Venus. We walking into the heart chakra. I told you that courthouse is the heart. That courthouse is the heart chakra of our nation. That courthouse is the heart chakra of our nation. And right now, I know our heart is pure because we got that Amy in the house, baby. So I know the heart chakra of our nation is pure right now. Cause we got Amy, baby, and she got a pure heart. Cause she got a family. She's a woman of a patriot. She got a heart of a patriot. And Trump got the heart of a patriot. And as an African-American, excuse me, I'm sorry, as a black American, I got the heart of a patriot for my nation. I told you, y'all, this is a new day, baby. This is a new day. Are we not a mixed generation? We don't have to be ignorant no more. We don't have to be ignorant no more because we're going to the age of Aquarius, baby. We're going to the age of Aquarius. We don't have to be an ignorant generation no more. Yes, we want pro-life because we want people to get their life right. We want people to think twice about what they're doing. We want people to think twice about opening their legs and having all these bastard children, and we as taxpayers gotta keep on taking care of them. Y'all better understand, we got too many children out here right now who got no mothers and fathers, and that's why they're putting their hands on Americans. I told you, the Democrats don't care if this nation got a bust of bastards in this nation. They want to worry about that abortion. Let me tell you something, when that child is in the mother's womb for 9 months, that's nothing but the moon stimulating the heart of everybody with some personality. Oh yeah, that God is that moon stimulating the heart of every individual. That's why we all got a personality, but nobody got that illumination, and we getting that illumination coming out here, because this is like Acts chapter 2, baby. This is like Acts chapter 2. Is we not getting some of that holy feeling that if we all come together, that we can dominate our nation once again, just like our forefathers? Are we not more better than what we used to be? That we ain't killing each other? It's just them Democrats, they control those cities. They control those cities. They control those cities. When we got technology, they control those cities. But that's what we're about to clean up next. Because we got that SpaceX in the heavens. We got the Eye of the Falcon. And believe me, we got the double dragon. We got the fire in our bosom. I told you that full moon Gemini coming up. Believe me, we got the twin dragon. We got the twin dragon. We got that full moon coming up, baby. We got the twin dragon. But you gotta understand, that's right. That's right. Stop that steal, baby. Stop that steal. They're trying to give us that pill. If we don't stop that steal, they're gonna give us that pill. They're gonna give us that pill if we don't stop that steal. Because you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna give us that pill if we don't stop that steal. They're going to give us that fake news and that drama. They're going to pervert that entertainment. They're going to put out that perverted cartoons. Y'all know what they're going to do. All of a sudden, we're going to see same-sex having sex on television. Y'all better watch out. We got to put a cap on this perversion. I ain't saying we got to sit here and damn everybody. But let me tell you something. We got to show the people what it's like to be a man. We got to show the people what it's like to be a woman. We got to show people what it's like to be an American. That's what we got to do after this.
Looks like somebody just got injured.
And we have to separate ourselves from this. We have to separate ourselves from this after this day. After this day, we have to separate ourselves from these devils that don't understand what it's like to be a patriot. That's right. We marching to the top, baby.
So it's good that people are starting to understand that it's Dominion voting, not the hammer. Not the hammer and scorecard.
That's right. USA. 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 Every day. USA.
Be gathering intel. I read online. Intel.
So we're marching towards the Capitol here. Really beautiful Washington, D.C. architecture surrounding me here. Let's see if people are still connected to the broadcast. It's pretty hectic out here. It says live, and I see our guy there, so that's good. Boom. James misses seeing me fighting. I don't miss that. It's always dangerous. How you guys enjoying the rally?
Great.
I like the hat.
Thank you.
We got to stop the steal.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys come from today?
Upper Michigan.
Wow.
So about 17 hours away.
A boat, yeah. That's, I can tell you're from Michigan.
Yeah.
So you guys drove?
Yeah, we drove.
And it's really difficult to find parking, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, we got, we reservated some parking spots.
Ah, that's got to reserve parking. That's why they're all closed. All right, well, enjoy the rally, guys. You can see what right now we got 634 because it keeps getting cut off, but go on to Crowdsource the Truth on YouTube and you see yourselves on there. How you liking the rally?
I'm liking it. I came from Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, nice.
So don't tell any of my neighbors.
Why, they want Biden?
I guess so. They don't like Trump.
Yeah, you know. Are you from Brooklyn? You grew up in Brooklyn?
I'm Albanian, but I grew up in Brooklyn.
Uh-huh, now I hear the accent a little bit.
Yeah, you know how those Brooklyners are.
Yeah, but you know what? New York Albanians are different than LA Albanians. You got kind of the Mercedes Albanian kind of gangsters hanging out in LA.
I'm the Albanian that studied as an actuary, so.
Ah, so what do you say about the results of the election as an actuary? Mathematically impossible?
I bet absolutely mathematically impossible. And I bet quite a bit of money, so I'm going to be upset.
Oh, what do you mean? You bet with a bookie on Trump?
Something like that, yeah.
Got it. Or Vegas. Legal, legitimate.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Wow, we got the ice cream trucks lined up over there. Look at that line for ice cream. Hey, well, listen, thanks for talking to me, and enjoy the rally. Take care. Crowdsource the Truth on YouTube.
Crowdsource the Truth?
Yep.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you. All right, so meeting a lot of Trump supporters here as we march towards the Capitol. This is an impressive display. What I'm going to do is when I get back to New York, I'll take all of the video today and I'll clip it all together into just one long piece, and that'll go up on subscribestar.com/crowdsourcethetruth and patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth. Sponsors of the show will be able to watch continuously. There's a couple little pieces like at the end where I was talking to that guy there. When we get cut off, we lose a bit of it. So I'm pleased to see there's no like counter, troublemakers here. Although I better not speak too soon. Look at all those people. Oh wow, look at that Trump Rambo flag. I like it. That's what he's got to do to Dominion voting.
Did you know that? Yeah, and did you also know that 2 months ago, the CDC admitted that they made a 94% error? 6% of those deaths, 12,000 people total in the United States of America, 40% of which were from old age homes. That's not a pandemic. This is not a health issue. This is about control and cabal, deep state, mob trials. This is what we have to say to you. Fuck you! Yeah! Fuck you! Yeah! We're ready to fight you, motherfuckers! We are the silent majority! And you're a fucking you pushed us too far! No more! No more bullshit! No more! No more bullshit! 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 No more censorship! No more censorship! No more censorship! No more censorship! No more bullshit! No more bullshit! We've had it! The Patriots have had it! You're fucking with the wrong group of people, guys! It's all over! We're standing on the
it, but it didn't work. There's a real Martin Luther King dream right here. So we got a man that was going through the Tony Clip, and he wanted to talk that shit on his lips. He don't drink and he don't smoke.
Joanna, come on.
That truly shows you a true patriot.
All right. This is it right here. This is America versus the deep state. Good versus bad right here. Light versus darkness. This is no longer politics. This is no longer Trump versus Biden. This is no longer right versus left. This is Satan versus God. And this is the God we trust right here. This is America right here, folks. And we'll do whatever it takes for this country. Because you know, without this country, if this is no longer a free country, we no longer have a free world. It's the end of the world. It's the end of America. So if we don't fight, the world doesn't fight. So they're looking at us. Everybody's watching this right now, and I want the world to see America's still united more now than ever in our history. And we're going to do whatever it takes to fight for the free world. God bless everybody out there, and God bless the United States of America.
Chris, what did you think when Joe Biden told Charlemagne the God, you ain't black if you don't vote for Joe Biden?
Well, that shows that he's a racist. And that's why I've been telling people all the time that the definition of a Democrat racist, a low expectation racist. If you don't follow...
Justin!
Hold on 1 second.
I know.
Hold on 1 second. So if you don't follow the narrative, then you're not a part of the Democrat plantation. Therefore, you're not needed. You're not black. So either you follow the narrative or you're not black. It's that way with the Democratic Party. And with Republicans, the conservative side, I can be who I want to be, and I get mutual respect. Because they treat me as a fellow American, because they know I can pick myself up in the bootstraps, just like everybody else of any other skin color in this country.
And what happens to America if we allow a criminal theft of the presidential election?
It's going to be no election after this that's going to be fair and equal or balanced. The Democratic Party is going to become president, get into the government, and they're going to pass laws to further benefit their cause for stealing elections in the future. And that's going to cause further damage. We're never going to have a fair and balanced election in this country again, which is going to be the end of our democracy.
And Chris, what about the news insisting that there's no evidence of these claims? Rudy Giuliani's presented a ton of evidence.
Oh, of course. Well, there you all have right there. All one's facts and evidence, and Giuliani's plenty of facts and evidence, as well as over 70 witnesses he has to make these claims positive. Now, if you look at Russiagate, we did Russiagate for what, 3 years?
Zero evidence.
No evidence, no facts, no nothing. But yet we had to go through the whole process because we respect our laws in this country, unlike the left. See, they burn, they riot, and they loot when they don't get their way. Right. All we do is say peaceful protest, and let's go to the Supreme Court and get things done.
That's absolutely right. Tell the Crowdsource the Truth viewers where they can find out more about Chris Wright.
If you're trying to find Christopher Wright, you can find me on my YouTube channel, which I'm on right now. The way to find me is Christopher Wright. My last name Wright, like Wright Brothers, W-R-I-G-H-T. Search that up, and you'll find me. Also, the Christopher Wright show's coming soon. You can find me that way, too.
Take care of yourself, Chris.
Thank you, brother.
Good luck.
Always, man. Always. Thank you for coming out.
Good to see you, man. Christopher Wright. I'm glad I saw him. I thought I might. People are going to remember we've seen Chris around. Huh, what's that one mean? I guess something's up.
Fake news stop! Fake news stop! Fake news stop! Fake news stop! Fake news stop!
So we're passing by the courthouse here where General Michael Flynn is being persecuted by Emmett Sullivan. I've been to this courthouse many times. Where did you come from to be at the rally today, sir?
Virginia.
Oh, not that far, right?
Yeah.
But this is really important, right? We can't allow a U.S. presidential election to be stolen.
Do we allow the vote, we the people, take the vote? Do we allow the power taken from us?
We can't allow it.
Did we do that?
Well, not yet. President Trump's trying to stop it.
Are you with me?
I'm with you.
You're with me.
We're not allowing them to take the vote away.
I'm a airborne ranger.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Point is,
I'm with you.
Joe did not win this.
Correct.
A Democrat could have won it, but not him.
Well, they also have to not cheat. So you're a veteran. Happy Veterans Day from a few days ago.
Thank you.
That's all right. And so as an airborne ranger, I know a lot of people who live around in Virginia.
Well, you know what? Next weekend, let's get a Biden rally started. Let's see how many people
No.
down.
I think we're
and you're not going to
10 people are going to show up.
Yeah, it's true. There's many people who showed up for his rallies.
Let's go.
But you know, I heard today on Rudy Giuliani's Common Sense podcast that they were sticking the ballots into the electronic machine multiple times. So it was getting scanned again and again and again. Can you believe that they've allowed a Canadian company
I'm not allowing this.
Well, we can't allow it.
I'm not allowing it.
Did you know that this Canadian company, Dominion Voting, it's involved in a commitment to action with the Clinton Foundation called the Delian Project? And the Delian Project, it seems to be a code for this thing that the Athens did where they joined all the city-states together and stole their money. That's very Clinton-esque, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, listen,
Fuck
thanks.
Clinton.
Exactly. Thanks for
Fuck
coming out.
Clinton.
Good to meet you. Take care. Whoop. There you go. Thanks. Sometimes hard to think of what to ask people, but there we go. There's a lot of people out here today who are not willing to stand by and allow the election to be stolen.
Wait for them. Wait for the other one. Love it. Great. That's awesome.
Oops, sorry. Is that a window shade you put on your car and it looks like the president is sitting in your car?
Yep.
That's great.
Joe Biden stole America, and he will sell us out again.
Really good. Where'd you guys come from today?
New York.
Oh, great. Me too. Good to see you. Yeah, nice. The city. Good to see you guys.
Sleepy Joe didn't even build an auditorium, but he's last bullshit. Because he started, we all know that he started. He's corrupt.
Where'd you guys come from today to come to the rally?
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa? Wow, pretty far.
Yeah, this right here. This is my leader.
Aha. And did you guys grow up in China under communism? No, born in the United States. Vietnam. Oh, wow.
So, yes, we're from Vietnam. We're here to support President Trump. We want to let people know that we do not want socialism. We do not like communism. That's why we have this flag. This flag is our heritage and freedom flag. This is a flag from the Saigon, from the South Vietnam, and right now it signifies our freedom and heritage flag, and this is what we stand for, and this is what President Trump stands for, so we support President Trump. He's against socialism.
Excellent. It's so good to speak to people like you who have firsthand experience and really know the danger of socialism and communism.
That's right.
You never thought you'd see this in the United States. I presume you came here to flee from socialism.
That's right. And if we don't keep our second home country free of socialism, where will we be going?
Exactly.
There's nowhere else on the world that we will be safe. So we have to keep and stand up and keep for our freedom.
Yes, stop the steal, right?
Stop the steal, because voter fraud, if we tolerate and condone voter fraud, our democracy ends. We need to keep our democracy. Condoning Biden and the Democrat condones voter fraud ends democracy right there.
Absolutely.
And tell the people, we the people have to stand up for our rights, for our freedom, for our generation, for our future generation.
Now, somebody else told me they think Joe Biden is part of the Communist Chinese Party. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do agree. Because 47 years, what did he do? He never stand up to China. Why do you think now that he's going to stand up to China? I don't think so. He will not. Absolutely not.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
And believe me, you don't want communism, you don't want socialism. The more you get from the government, you will lose your freedom.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, ma'am. Enjoy the rally.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
We're happy to be here.
You too.
So we drove from 5 p.m. last night.
Wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. So we've got a lot of really passionate people here. We got to listen to these people who've grown up in countries where they already tried socialism. I think they know. Department of Labor Whoops, sorry. There's a whole lot of people out here. Wow. Wow. The guy's right. They're not showing this on the news. Look at how many people are here. Make liberals cry again. I like it. Wow. Wow. I mean, this is a huge number of people here. I have no way of estimating. But there's a lot.
Tell him my joke. You didn't hear my joke? What was it? What good did that?
Oh, I wanted to hear the coronavirus joke. This is really a lot of people.
And now we at the last season. And can we get a blessing next year? Can we get the blessing next year? By getting the right president in the House. Can we get a blessing next year? By getting this strong obelisk back in the House. I told you, we need some masculine energy in this nation. Because I told you all this feminine energy was destroying our nation. Because nobody knew how to stand up and be a man in this nation until we got this President Trump showing all the men in this nation how to be a man, how to be a man, and how to do things the right way.
Where'd you come from today?
I live in Pennsylvania.
It's not that far.
No, it wasn't. It was 3 hours or so.
About as far as me.
I think my buddy.
Enjoy the rally.
Thank you.
That you was a true Christian. Y'all should have forgiven this president when he took the whole bill off. If you was a Christian, you should have been praying for the leader of your nation. And you would have did nothing at this time because you saw them dirty Democrats. And if you voted for them dirty Democrats, get your hands behind you. Get your hands behind you.
Now, from this hill up here, I think we're going to be able to see, whoa. Look at that. Wow. Excuse me, officers, how does this stack up to other parades and stuff? How does this stack up to recent parades? to hear what they said. Looks big to me.
Re-elected, and we're going to change this country for the better, just like Trump has already been doing that the past 4 years. So let's get this man back in office because he fights for us every single day.
I really think Christopher Wright should run for mayor or maybe Congress in New York or something. This is amazing.
Everyday Trump. Everyday Trump.
Everyday Trump. Yes. Hey, how you doing? This is a huge parade.
It's true, it's true. We only report facts.
Everyday Trump, exactly. I'm looking at the comments now. You know what? Sebastian says make all the Democrats take the vaccine first. I was thinking about that. They should make Joe Biden take it first. He's at risk, right? Hey, how you doing? He's at risk. He's a older guy. Make him take it first, and then Pelosi can take it, and all those aging Democrats. Hey, man, how you doing? Thank you very much. Well, now you're in the D.C. one.
Awesome.
Where did you come from?
Georgia.
So it's quite a drive to be here.
Sir. Awesome.
Well, thanks for coming. No, don't put it in your ear. Don't put it in your ear. I was just holding over here so I can hear you.
My bad.
Good to meet you, man.
Good to meet you, and I watch it every Sunday. I love it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rally.
Thank you.
Everybody here wants 4 more years. I mean, and that's true. I mean, we want the election to be valid. We cannot. Right. Lily says Biden for prison. I really hope that happens. Yes.
You're not live, are you?
I am live.
Oh my gosh. I watch you from Cincinnati, Ohio every day.
Thank you so much. Do you want to be on the show? There you go. Here we are. Stop the Steal rally. Thank you for stopping and say hello. It's so important that we be here and let everybody know you can't steal the U.S. presidential election.
No,
That's right.
You can try, but we're going to stop you.
I watch you every day. In fact, a minute ago I was talking about you.
Thank you. Well, thanks for coming all the way from Ohio.
Oh, thank you.
And enjoy the rally. Good to see you guys.
I'm really happy to see you.
Take care. Hey guys, thank you. Enjoy the rally, guys.
Yeah.
You see, it's cool to come out here and see everybody. Thanks everybody who's watching the show. I really appreciate it. Trying to make a difference, you know. Send this video to your friends who voted for Joe Biden. Let them know that the laptop matters. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the rally.
Why, thank you.
Where have you traveled from today to be here?
Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston, Massachusetts. Well, thank you so much for coming out to help stop the steal.
It's great to be here with everybody today and realize we're not alone. We are in the right. Count every legal vote, and we will be victorious.
Absolutely.
God bless America.
Thank you, and thank you for coming to the
Thank
rally.
you.
Enjoy.
A pleasure.
Bye-bye. So there we go. The stabilizer gave out just as that woman was talking to me. Let me see if I can bring that back here. There we go.
Declassify the CIA. You know what
Hey,
I mean?
thanks.
You walk through New York City.
Yes.
That's my town.
How you doing,
That's
man?
my town. They ruined New York City.
Fucking messed it up. The liberals killed New
They
York.
ruined New York
fuck
City.
De Blasio, fuck
Okay.
Cuomo.
Exactly.
We need some real people running
Listen,
New
you
York.
got products like Black Lives Matter out there preaching complete social annihilation.
Aren't
okay?
they trying to deceive black people?
They're trying to deceive black people with Black Lives Matter. It's funded by racist, fundamental globalists like George Soros, who's already been on record bragging about being a Nazi fascist collecting Jews.
Exactly.
All right, we did this already, folks. This is civil progress 2.0. They can't run the old stuff anymore, people.
Now, let me ask you a question. As a black man, when you come out against Black Lives Matter, don't your friends and your family give you a hard time?
We have unfortunately suffered some division amongst black people. We've suffered some division, but every day people are waking up to the fact that Black Lives Matter is designed to take down the United States of America. All it is a social weapon of mass destruction. Okay, so we need to spread that word. There's plenty of black people out there that know that. So it's honestly a moot point at this, because you're talking about a population that represents a minority in this country, and of that minority, they've paid for the confusion of about half.
Yep, a vocal minority.
And they don't even have that. Because look,
Do you have a YouTube channel or an Instagram people can look you up on?
You can follow me on Many Roads One Path on Instagram. Follow me on Many Roads One Path. Follow me on Yoda Bless on Parler. Yoda Bless on Parler. And I don't have a MeWe yet, but you know, I love your work though. I love your work. Your walk through New York City.
Thanks, man.
Oh man, I haven't been back home in a while.
Now wait a minute. So you want to declassify the CIA? If you've been watching the show regularly, you know that the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences is suing me. And in that lawsuit, we're going to be subpoenaing the CIA because I have alleged that the father of the guy who runs that thing, we want to know if he was part of Operation Mockingbird. He reported from the Dallas police station the day that JFK was killed.
Yes.
And he told everybody Lee Harvey Oswald was not.
Yes.
We want the truth.
Yes. People do not realize they're being mockingbirded, but everyone here, we just had a chant that was saying bleep CNN. You know, people are waking up to the fact that these news channels are under the umbrella of these are conglomerates like Viacom and Comcast. You can buy the news, okay? And people are waking up to that fact, and I love it. Yes, they're being mockingbirded, and they're waking up to it, sir.
China can buy the news too.
China, we got Huawei in China. You want to know what a real surveillance state looks like? Go to China. I'm talking about the Communist Chinese Party, not the Chinese people. The Chinese Communist Party that surveils them with Huawei. They use Huawei and everything as far as artificial intelligence, your smartphone, walking down the street, they know where you're at. They can actually surveil you. It's a surveillance state. That's what Google wants. That's what Facebook wants. That's what Elon Musk wants. That's why we have low orbiting satellites with Elon Musk. He wants low position satellites up there. He's already been approved to put that up there with
Starlink.
the 5G. Starlink, 5G, Elon Musk. He's out there being filmed, making fun of Fauci and COVID tests. He's in bed with them, okay? He is at the tip of the spear when it comes to the global orientation that's going on around here for evil, okay? But there's a new global orientation for good, and we're seeing that everywhere, okay? But Elon Musk, he wants to use nanotechnology, 5G satellites, and using the ground-based satellites to communicate back and forth and connect us with nanotechnology eventually.
Big brain chip.
Yep, exactly. It's just in pigs. Well, guess what? We know if you're putting it in pigs, you already put it in a human being decades ago.
All right, man. Thanks for saying hello.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the rally.
Absolutely.
Good meeting you.
Yeah, post that up.
You got it.
You need to ride back to the city?
Oh, no, I got a car, but thank you very much.
I was going to see if you want to come down with me, but I'm glad you're here.
You know what? I wasn't going to come, but then at the last minute, I rented a car, and I just went to the Hertz place at like 8 in the morning, and I drove here. Good to meet you.
You too. My wife's a huge fan of yours. I'm a big fan too.
Thank you very much.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
By the way, she loves your moxie.
Well, thank you.
I do too.
Take care.
You too.
Enjoy the rally.
Indeed. Your name is?
My name is Jason Goodman.
Jason Goodman.
Yes.
Glad I met you.
Good to meet you too. Enjoy the rally. Take care. Take care. You got it. Boy, the stabilizer keeps giving up. Let's see, can we get it back here? So many nice people. Great to meet everybody here. Become a sponsor of Crowdsource the Truth so I can continue to do these types of things and bring everybody firsthand information from great events like this around the country. It's so much harder to get around now. I don't want to wear a mask for 4 hours on the Amtrak and you know, they could throw you off for whatever. I don't like that. It's a beautiful day in Washington, D.C. in more ways than one. Seeing all these people out supporting not just President Trump, but the process of a fair election. We can't have a bunch of technocratic oligarchs who own a digital vote tallying company to conspire with a bunch of Democrats who are, you know, getting down with the FEC to cheat, to run votes through scanners multiple times. I love the giant foam hat. Where did you get it? Oh, wow.
Foam hat.
I love it.
Thanks.
Enjoy the rally. I don't know why. I've always loved giant foam hats. It just doesn't end. I mean, look at the size of this rally. Getting some really good input from people who want to, you know, share their feelings. People have traveled here from around the country. Yeah. Anna Banana says I'm in a crowd where I don't have to look over my shoulder all the time. I feel that, actually. I really do. I don't feel the kind of tension that I feel on the streets of New York, particularly not when I'm around.
Biden is a pedophile. See you on YouTube.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Biden is a pedophile. Biden is a pedophile.
Well, I think he's got the same excuse that Bill Clinton uses for cocaine. He just likes the way it smells.
That's right.
What's going on here? What do we got here? Who is this? So
move out of the way, guys. Move out of the way.
Who orders some freedom?
No comment.
Who do you guys represent? Talk to who? Ah, Proud Boys. Aha. All right.
That way. That way.
Got it. Got it. Got it. I don't really appreciate being told exactly what to do, but they've got a gang of hundreds of people.
We will not apologize.
No, I recognize you.
What's that?
I recognize you.
I was reading her sign.
Is it Joe? I can't remember.
They
Joey.
do look a little bit. Jason.
Jason.
Nice to. Yep. Nice to meet you.
Watched you.
Thank you very much.
All around the city doing your videos.
Well, you want to be in this one?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay. Then we won't. Where'd you come from? Where'd you guys come from to be Texas? Wow, that's quite a drive. And so,
that went around New York.
What do you think?
Filming and talking about that.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty impressive turnout here, right?
We got Trumpy Bear here.
Aha! Very nice.
He's joined us.
We got to stop to steal. Oh, I see the hairstyle.
Yeah,
very good.
He's got the blue eyes and the tie.
Very nice.
So
I like it.
Our homage to Trump.
Very good. Well, Texas is a stronghold, so I'm glad you ladies could come here to Washington, D.C. Have you been to D.C. before?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a nice day.
Inauguration.
All right.
The first one. We're coming for the second one.
Absolutely, I agree.
We already booked our tickets.
I like that. I like that confidence.
Yeah.
I wonder, were the Proud Boys heading down there to fight Antifa?
Oh, I don't know. No. Oh, here's some more.
Yeah.
You could ask them where they're going.
I didn't like that they told me to get out of their way. That's a little bit.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I mean, they could be nice. They kind of have a reputation problem.
Right in the middle of the street.
Oh wow, 2,000 people watching. Thank you to everybody who's watching. Please share this video. And if you think there's people out there who want to see sponsor exclusive content, you can become sponsors on patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth or subscribestar.com/crowdsourcethetruth. Como você vai, brasileiras para Trump? No socialism, right?
No communism. Brasileiros contra fraude.
There we go.
Brasileiro contra fraude.
Against fraud.
Yeah, against fraud.
Muito bom.
It's not just about Trump. This is about the whole nation. Nobody can fraud our vote. It's our democracy.
Absolutely.
Our democracy.
Now, Brazil was a military dictatorship until the mid-'80s.
No. We have a president like that.
No, but in the 80s, before.
Oh, yeah, but you know, that's because the extreme left was trying to take the power, so it was necessary.
Right.
But it's not true, too. We never have a dictator there.
No?
They lie with that, doing fake news with that, too, to make people, and the youth people think we have a dictator, and
I mean back in the 80s.
Oh. In 1964, we got the militaries to get into the country, to take power.
See, it's important.
But it's not true.
It's important that we talk to people like you ladies who know firsthand.
They was protecting people. We have a freedom to be in the street, to party, to do anything.
I love Brazil.
Wasn't dictators. They was just protecting and removing the country from the corruption people.
Yes, Brazil, USA.
Okay.
Yeah, she's in Florida with this group. It's a big group for Bolsonaro and also for Trump now.
Excellent.
Brazilians
Yes, Brazil.
For Trump. Brazilians for Trump. Brazilians for
Yes,
Bolsonaro.
Brazil. How can people find you on the internet if they want to learn more about
We have
that?
a Facebook. Yes, Brazil Facebook.
Yes, Brazil, USA.
And also Instagram.
And Instagram.
Okay, I hope you ladies will look up Jason Goodman on YouTube so you can see yourselves.
Jason.
Crowdsource the Truth. Jason Goodman.
Cool.
Excellent, excellent. I want to learn more about Yes, Brazil.
Thank you.
Excellent. All right, enjoy the rally, ladies.
If you have an email over there, then she email her.
You got it. You got it. Obrigado.
Yeah,
Okay, there we go. Brazilians against fraud. Love Brazil. Dogs for Trump. That's a nice dog.
Thank you, You're from New York too, right?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good to see you, man.
I've heard your radio show.
Good to see you. Thanks. Thanks for coming out. See that? People from New York are nice. It's people who come to New York and expect people to not be nice that act extra mean. But real solid New Yorkers are always friendly, unless you piss them off. We the people won't concede. Good to see you. I mean, this is not slowing down. There's still a huge number of people going down the street here. Proud Boys are guarding Alex Jones. Okay, that's good, actually. They need to do that, but they could be friendly to me while they do it. I was actually concerned about Alex Jones. It seems like some Antifa schmuck wants to be the person to, you know, harm him. He is a target.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, good to see you guys. Where'd you guys come from today?
Arizona.
Wow, that's quite a drive. So what do you think?
It's been amazing. Do you have any idea how many people were here? We've had no internet connection since we got here.
Oh, I don't know, but I mean, it's a ton just coming up this street.
Yeah,
good to see you.
Massive.
Stop the steal.
Stop the steal.
Thanks for stopping.
Yeah.
Take care.
A sea of patriots, man. Look at that.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Jason.
Yes. Hi.
Hi, I follow you. I'm
Nice
sorry.
to see you.
Nice to see you. I wanted to, are you, this is not going live.
We are. Where'd you come from today?
Guess what? I'm a neighbor.
Oh, in New York?
Yeah, Gramercy Park.
Oh, wow. So here we are. We meet in Washington,
We're in
D.C.
Washington with the rest of the deplorables.
Exactly. But it's an amazing turnout, right? Did you expect this many people?
Not for the life of me. How many people do you think it is?
I just don't even know. It seems like I mean, certainly thousands, right?
Well, it's not. It's more than. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wonder if we'll
100,000.
get an accurate count.
Well, yesterday when I spoke to a police officer, he was like, I asked him, I said, how many people you think are going to show up? They're like 100. I'm like,
100?
yeah, I mean, come on.
Did you ask him if he voted for Joe Biden and how many people voted? It's like, oh, 70 million voted for Joe Biden.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What's the deal about going back to New York City? Are they going to let us in? Is there going to be a quarantine or is there going to be?
Well, I think you're supposed to stay home. I don't know. We have to check.
You have to check. Yeah.
But they stopped that. They ended that.
But then I saw something Wednesday was passed. Or something
Well, they
like
closed restaurants at 10 o'clock, but I don't know if they added to the quarantine. We'll have to check.
We have to check because I'm confused. I thought there was no more quarantine.
That's what I thought, but
Yeah.
then they had something. I was worried that they were going to change things. I mean, they might, who knows, this afternoon just to irritate people.
Yeah. I can't believe how many people. Jason Goodman. There he is.
Hi. Nice to meet you guys.
So, do you think Trump will be able to?
You know, I mean, it's
pull
that.
Hail Mary.
That is the question. Will he be able to do it? I'm just going to get this reset because it keeps failing. I mean, I think that the facts and the law are on his side, but that doesn't always mean you're going to win in court, is the problem.
I know.
So I'm hopeful that Rudy Giuliani is able to put it all together.
I feel like Sidney Powell is rocking it and rolling it.
She is. And Sydney.
She said to release the Kraken. What was
Exactly. She's going to release the Kraken. I want to know what that's going to be.
I know.
I mean, she's an amazingly capable attorney, one of the smartest people I've ever met or spoken to.
Have you met her?
Yeah, but the problem is, even with all that, we see what Emmett Sullivan has been doing to Michael Flynn.
Yeah.
So the question is, how far will this corruption go? How deep does it run? And it's like, I mean, you know, it's like the immovable object meets the unstoppable force, and I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, Sidney Powell, Rudy Giuliani, Lynn Wood, all these lawyers should prevail, but we know that the courts are hopelessly corrupt, and hopefully they can overcome that.
I mean, because it's so transparent. It's ridiculous.
It's naked at this point.
At this point, so what is it? I don't even know. Is this about Donald Trump anymore?
No, I think it's about China trying to take over. They paid off their candidate, you know, and
I don't know. This
yeah.
is pretty bad. Well, thank you for letting me talk.
Thank you for stopping. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Enjoy
to
the
meet you.
rally.
Yeah.
Take
so
care of
is
yourself.
Trump going to speak or what? Because that's been a
I
word
don't
on the.
think so.
I heard he even tweeted out that.
Is he going to speak?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know. We better go to the end of this rally then if that's the case.
The police officer said if he does, it will be at the White House. It wouldn't be here. So who knows?
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll have to keep an eye out. Yeah. Enjoy the rally.
Thanks
for saying hello.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. I don't know if Trump would speak, but we'll have to see at the White House. Yeah, I wish I knew D.C. better so I'd have an idea of like where I am relative to everything. Proud Boy's going to protect Alex Jones. Well, where is Alex Jones? That sounds like a tussle. Well, Marcia Jones doesn't like Rudy Giuliani. I don't know what Rudy knew or didn't know about 9/11. I mean, he was good for New York when he was the mayor, I can tell you that. Here's another giant foam Make America Great hat. I really like that. Said he would wave. Well, I know the motorcade came by before, and I have to say, I can't imagine that the Secret Service would just allow the President of the United States to come out into a crowd, I mean, of unknown, you know, anybody can be in this crowd. It seems like a security risk for the president to just come right straight out. Yeah, Trump drove by. I don't know why Anna Banana's comments or YouTube wants to block them. Trump is due to speak at 4 p.m. Groove, do we know where? Is that going to be from the White House? Like probably a closed thing.
I know you.
Hi, how are you? Hi, everybody. Where'd you guys come from today to be at the rally? Oh, yeah.
Neighborhood.
I drove, but thank you.
We live near you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we've been in your videos.
Oh, nice. Good to see you guys.
See us.
Good to see you guys. So what do you think's going to happen with this epic steal?
Well, I think it's a real indication that there's a lot of people. It's real. You know, those votes were stolen.
You mean the people showing up today is an indication that it's real?
I think so.
I agree.
I think it's an agreement. Look, look, this is a T-shirt that they're giving away here. Take a look at this.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
The JB crew. You know, I mean, you talk to your man John Cullen.
Yes.
Talk to him, and see what he says. See what he says about data. Data doesn't.
Benford's law is what he says.
That's emotional data. That's not real data.
Right.
That's emotion. That's pure emotion.
I agree.
Data.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys stopping, and I appreciate you coming here to help stop the steal.
Anytime.
Enjoy the rally.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, you guys.
All the time.
Thanks.
Very good. Thank
Enjoy the rally, guys. It's a lot of nice people coming over and saying hello. I really appreciate that. Thanks to everybody for doing that. Hello, sir. How you doing?
Okay, how are you?
I'm well. So you're a veteran. Thank you for your service, sir.
I am so honored to see these people.
Here to defend our right to vote, right?
Yeah, I defended that, and they're doing it.
And where was it that you were in war?
I sat on the belly of a C-130.
Wow.
49 other men waiting for the plane to warm up so we could take off. They shut the plane down and said the war was over.
Wow, which war was that?
Vietnam. And I am still angry. I felt like I've been let down. I trained to go kill them commies. They killed my friends.
Right. It's not
so
funny.
I felt like I've been deprived. Then I come home and my country lets a corrupt government throw me in prison for a crime where I was a victim. 6.5 years I spent studying law.
What do you mean? What crime?
Domestic battery.
Huh.
There are women that will hit themselves, scratch themselves, get high, get drunk, and say you did it.
Wow.
So they can live in your home, run up your bills, sell off your property, ain't nothing to do about it.
Wow.
That's a corruption. They did that to me in Idaho.
Oh my gosh.
I want to see a Judge John T. Mitchell in prison. I want to see a district attorney in prison. I want to see the public pretender that didn't represent me in prison.
Did you come from Idaho today to be here?
No, I came from Idaho quite a while back.
Do you live in D.C. now?
No, I don't. Well, I live in my truck.
Where'd you travel from to be here today?
Where did I travel from to be here today? From that bridge over there to here.
Very good, very good.
I am, like I say, I live in the back of a SUV.
Got it.
See Denali.
Got it.
So I'm blessed. I'm in out of the rain, the cold, but I see so many homeless people, and I am just at such awe to see all these people exercising their right.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yes, a peaceful demonstration. I've been through all these demonstrations around here. When they burnt the church, when Trump got his picture taken, I've been through all that. I've got pictures on my phone of these National Guards pushing the fence down on the people, attacking the people, their own families, their own friends. How they can do that? You need to stop thinking what the heck's going on. The corruption. That's why I'm so proud of Trump.
Okay. Okay. And you think he's going to prevail in court?
Yeah, we will win. Truth will always overcome any lie.
There you go.
You know? And he's a Christian. You know? All of us sin come short of the glory of God. You know, he makes a mistake. He's getting better, but like he tells them, he's not a politician. He's a businessman.
Right.
And you know, a lot of people don't understand that. You know? And he is for the people, because he wants to keep America great for his kids to grow up and enjoy.
That's what we all want. Thank you for stopping and saying hello. Enjoy the rally, sir.
Hey, thank you for listening to me.
Take care of yourself.
You have a blessed day.
You too. You too.
If you want to catch up with me, you'll find me on the, I guess it's called Lincoln Memorial Bridge.
Okay.
Mark with Black Denali with a big cattle guard on the front of it.
You got to watch out for those cattle.
Yeah, I went back home, put it on, came back, and you should have seen the look on the Secret Service. They know who I am.
Well, that's cool.
And I want both sides to honor our Constitution.
Excellent.
They have the right to protest against us, just like we have the right to protest against them.
All right, thanks for stopping, man. Enjoy the day.
God bless
Thank you.
America.
And you.
Yes.
Hey, guys. Whoops, see this stabilizer is totally losing its mind. Nice to meet you guys. Where'd you come from today?
Las Vegas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you fly?
Yes.
Did you have to wear the mask the whole time?
It was terrible. I hate it.
It is terrible, isn't it?
So I've been following you, and I don't know if you got taken off or what happened.
Oh yeah, they struck the YouTube channel. You got to follow Crowdsource the Truth too as well.
Yeah,
And you can also become a sponsor on patreon.com or subscribestar.com/crowdsource the truth, and then you don't miss a live stream.
I've been, we've even talked on Messenger, but you talked.
Yeah, no, they kicked me off of Facebook. I don't have Facebook anymore. Oh, if you were watching on Facebook, I got kicked off a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was one of your supporters back when you first
back
started.
in the day. Oh, nice. Got the bobblehead. Awesome. I love it. Well, thank you for saying hello. I really appreciate it. No problem. And thanks for watching the show. Jody, Jason, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Kenny.
Jersey.
Well, listen, guys, enjoy the rally. Oh, look, the president is here. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Very good. Very good. That's great.
Did you estimate how many people are here or no?
I don't know. I don't know. Anybody know how many people are here at the rally today?
2 million people.
It seems perhaps like a bit high.
73 million people. Legal voters.
Exactly. Exactly.
I heard when in his inauguration, he's going to give everybody.
I'm just trying to get this.
Okay.
What is it that he's going to give everybody? What is he going to give everybody?
He's going to give everyone an invitation, 73 million invitations.
That'll be great. Enjoy the rally, guys. Take care. Good meeting you.
I can't believe how much persecution we've been through during Obama Biden administration.
No one would admit it. I mean, we're not ones that are going to protest.
Yeah.
We're not tearing down buildings.
Exactly.
Burning
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not just tearing down the statues because that is our history, our legacy.
Somehow those guys don't strike me as Trump supporters. Faces covered, skateboards in hand. Are they getting ready to... So I guess, so did people go down there and then turn around and come back? Is that?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, some of them, because there are speakers up there right now. Gorka is talking.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. I think it was supposed to go to the Supreme Court. Is that this way? I guess it's going to the Supreme Court because that's where the election is going to go. Let's see what the comments are saying. Beautiful people. Right. Everybody is so much more friendly than anybody I've ever spoken to at a Black Lives Matter rally. Antifa will be wearing camouflage. Well, those two guys with the skateboards were wearing camouflage, weren't they?
Actually turned around. I'm like, I know it's like emptying out over here.
So, this is great. Wasn't it just amazing how they completely ignored all this evidence from the Hunter Biden laptop?
Yes, they are.
I mean, don't you think if you or I were caught smoking crack, getting money from foreign countries, we'd go right to jail?
Yes. In fact, I went to jail once for that very reason.
Really?
But that was 30 years ago.
Wow. And so when, if I may ask, when you smoke crack, what happens? Do you get?
Oh man, I don't want to say this on camera, but no, it's not good. But I feel sorry for the guy. But if his old man, he shouldn't be allowed in the White House. I can say that.
Don't you think his father took advantage of him? I mean, if you had an adult son who had a drug problem.
Oh no, I would never do that to my child. Never, never.
Thanks for stopping. Good to speak to you.
Never.
Take care. Ma'am, can I speak to you for a moment? Okay, sure. Sure. Okay, sure. I guess some people are sometimes nervous about speaking on camera. We know that. It's just not ending. I mean, a huge sea of people here in Washington, D.C., even as I zoom in. You can see a ton of people. That's cute. Got the kids in the stroller.
They only know hate. They only have hate in their heart.
I feel like I hear Alex Jones on a bullhorn down there. Maybe it's somebody else on a bullhorn. Hard to tell one bullhorn from another. All right, so let's go back to comments for a moment. What do people think? Is this, I think it's great to see. Death to Fox News, somebody says. Well, Pat, I mean, I don't hate skateboarders. I just don't like people who skateboard on the sidewalk. And when I see people with their faces covered when most of the people here aren't wearing masks and those guys are holding skateboards and wearing camouflage, I become concerned that they might be agitators ready to smash somebody with that. Go listen to Alex Jones, somebody says. Well, where is Alex Jones? I guess he's down this way if that's where the Proud Boys were going. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go find Alex Jones. Find Alex, please, Jason, somebody says. AJ is somewhere. That's great advice. Well, if the Proud Boys were going this way, I guess he's down this way. I thought he said they were going to end up at the White House, but then somebody else said Supreme Court, and I don't really know where either of those are.
Where are you from?
Hi, Buckeyes.
Everybody's excited to see Alex Jones. All right, so we'll go try to find Alex Jones. I don't really know, how to do that. I guess we just walk. I feel like he's got to be kind of in this parade somewhere, no? Just type Alex Jones into the GPS and see what it says. Yeah, I agree. I think Supreme Court is the final stop. Thousands, absolutely. Tens of thousands, I would say. I wonder if the police have any estimate of how many people are here.
Hi.
Excuse me, officers. Does the city have any estimate of how many people are here?
We've been talking probably easily. I'd say in the first hour and a half there was definitely 100,000 people or something like that. But I would say it was about 250,000 total.
Wow.
It was steady for 2.5 hours.
The stream of people up just this street.
That crowd up there. That was.
I mean, it was shoulder to shoulder just a few minutes ago.
Yeah. This was the last of the wave for 2.5 hours.
Got it.
What time is it? It's 2:40. Yeah. We came out here 11:45.
And it's been constant since then. Any violence? Any?
Had some fights up top.
Fights.
Yeah, some counter protesters, but it was real quick.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Thanks very much. Stay safe. Thanks for guarding it. So there we go. It seems like Metro PD there, a lot friendlier, or maybe that's U.S. Capitol Police. Yeah, that's the Capitol Police. Well, I mean, a lot friendlier to me than NYPD, although those are the guys who lost the evidence or gave it to Imran Awan's defense attorney. Not that guy personally, of course. U.S. Capitol Police is an interesting organization. They have worldwide jurisdiction to protect members of Congress. So it's kind of like a mini FBI in that regard. Yeah, see, the elimination of, somebody here has this thing that says eliminate 230. I don't think I want to eliminate it. I just want them to enforce it so that if big tech is going to edit the content on there, then they no longer have protection from it. So it's thinning out down here a little bit, but there we got from the police an estimate. I don't know if it's an official estimate, but that's as close as we've gotten to an official estimate of something between 100 and 250,000. I mean, I guess the cops know, right? They're kind of presiding over all of these type of things, and they have a good, I mean, certainly as good a handle on it as anybody would. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a shocking picture. I don't want to show that anymore. That guy's dressed up as Trump.
Forward, march, left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left, go.
It's so funny that like street vendors now have got coronavirus masks. Oh, there's the Trump toupee hat. That's pretty funny. Another March Sunday in D.C. Yeah, I'm going to try to get back to New York and
You don't judge a lot more important things than politics. You let your wife have a job. You let your wife have some silly career and bend over for some other man. You let your kids go to public school.
well, I mean, that guy is saying some things that I don't think I agree with, and it doesn't really help the cause to be preaching that kind of. That's not all they squashed. They've been squashing investigations into the Clintons and all kinds of things. Where'd you come from today to be at the rally, sir?
Delaware.
Not that far.
No, not that far.
What do you think of the turnout?
I love it.
Pretty good, right?
It's been great, yeah, awesome.
And have a lot of people been responding to the sign?
Yeah, so many, it's crazy, really. So many pictures been taken of the sign. Everybody just, just accepting, that's what the truth is.
And so what was the first election that you can remember ever voting in?
Oh my gosh.
For president?
I don't know, it might have been, I don't know if it was Clinton or, I'm not sure.
Clinton, really?
I'm not sure.
I voted. That was the first election I voted in.
Is it?
Yeah.
Who was before Clinton? Oh my God.
Well, before Clinton, you had he was running against G.H.W. Bush, and then you had Reagan versus Carter, and then who did Reagan run against the second time? Maybe that guy from Massachusetts with the
caucus.
Oh yeah. And then so before. You had Ford and Nixon and all that.
Yeah, I think I don't know. It could have been George H.W. Bush.
But nobody voted for Ford. They just stuck him in there.
I know.
Well, anyway, enjoy the rally. Thanks for talking to me.
Right, thanks.
Take care. All right, we're going to continue this journey to try to locate Alex Jones. I just don't really know. I would have thought he'd be in this parade. A lot of vendors selling Trump stuff. Recognized whose voice? Oh, that guy giving the speech about that anti-gay stuff. I voted for Ross Perot too. Empress signs. Nothing but, yeah, well, this is Riser Blues. We'll let that comment go through so that the crowd can tear you up. That's a stupid comment. Multiple marches. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Homesick already? What do you mean? I know, it's hard to understand sometimes what the comments are talking about, but actually this seems like a good time to, like, just cruise around this part of the streets here, see what else is going on. Did that guy just did that guy just
Call me Uncle Tom.
in the middle of the street out of nowhere?
Yeah, just walking by. Said, hey, Uncle Tom.
Where did you guys travel from today to be here?
North Carolina.
And you need to come all that distance to talk to a racist shithead like that?
Yeah, we ain't worried about it, man. We're here for the right choice, Donald Trump.
Take care, man. Good on you. Good coming out. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Everyday life.
So obviously that guy was not part of the rally. He's just here to yell at people and be a racist jerk. He voted for Biden, exactly.
I like your pictures. Thank you. Who's the big guy? Who's the big guy, Hunter? Hey, Donald Trump. That's right. Hunter Biden, cocaine foot job. G-News. That crackhead, Hunter Biden.
So do we have Biden people around that are agitating that? Spoke 2 hours ago, somebody says. Yeah, I mean, you know, I appreciate Alex, but didn't come here to record his event. I'm sure they got tons of coverage of that on band.video, where people can also watch Crowdsource the Truth. You know, I definitely want to, I guess I need to make a better effort of letting people know that if you're watching on the Jason Goodman channel on YouTube, you can also watch on Crowdsource the Truth too on YouTube. Because what the social engineers are constantly trying to do is hit me with...
Shame on you. God bless you, but shame on you. Racist, man.
I'm not sure what's going on there. But they're constantly trying to hit the channel with strikes to shut it down. And then sometimes I lose the ability to live stream, and sometimes it's for a week, sometimes it's for 3 months. And then I'm just constantly getting emails from people like, what happened to Jason? And then you gotta get on to Crowdsource the Truth 2. You can also go on band.video. That's InfoWars alternative to YouTube. And I think there's a lot of good videos on there. Obviously all the InfoWars videos, Alex Jones, associates, affiliates, etc. And Alex has been nice enough to give us a channel on there, so that's been really great. People can also become sponsors on patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth or subscribestar.com/crowdsourcethetruth. I really appreciate the people who sponsor the show on Patreon and Subscribestar. I couldn't do this kind of stuff without the sponsors. So if you're watching, if you enjoy the show, if you watch every day, the $2 sponsorships have run out on Patreon. Still have $2 per month sponsorships available on Subscribestar. And then people say, well, how could it run out? It's an intangible thing. The problem is there's this balance. You know, the more people who watch, the bigger the bill from the sponsor exclusive video provider. And now that we've been building a custom video server because Vimeo knocked off a whole library of videos, they temporarily offline. It's going to be coming back soon, but there is a cost. So I wanted to make it as inexpensive as possible for everybody to subscribe. I don't want anybody to be put out financially, but we still got to deal with big tech. I don't own the network. I don't own the data center. Thank you. Yeah, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm just talking about Crowdsource the Truth. Where did you come from today to be at the rally?
I came all the way from Kensington, Maryland. I live in Comeyville, Montgomery County. So.
And how do you like the rally?
Oh, I just loved it. It made me feel so much better, you know.
Do you think President Trump will be able to prevail in court?
I'm not sure, you know, but he's prevailed a lot before, so if anybody's going to do it, it's him.
Exactly.
You know, he's the only fighter we got, really, who really fights, you know.
Exactly. And we can't let them steal the election.
But, I mean, I'm not sure. But the thing is, what I like if he said even 2024, it's not about Donald Trump.
Right.
And Donald Trump, what I like about him, he said, I'm not an angel. Like, he's not our savior. I happen to be a Christian. Jesus Christ is my savior. But,
right.
But he's not our savior, but we can't let the mainstream media and the powers that be, like, get us down. They want to get us,
right.
What do they call that? Demoralized.
Correct.
It's a demoralization campaign. So people like you who do your own news, this is it. You know, that's it when people do this thing.
Well, thank you for saying
you know?
so.
So cool.
Yeah, good meeting you. Take care. Enjoy the rally. So many nice people out here today. It's amazing what a departure it is from, you know, normally getting yelled at and insulted and told to put on a mask in New York City. So I'm glad to be here in Washington, D.C., and I really want to thank all the sponsors of the show who made it possible for me to do this. So let's see. Here's this guy's got a Navy jacket on.
There's a bunch of hats. I don't know how much they are.
Excuse me, sir, may I speak to you for a second? Sure. Are you a Navy veteran?
I am not.
Oh, but you had the Navy. Your kids are in the Navy. What'd you think about Hunter Biden getting kicked out for failing a cocaine test at the Navy?
I don't even pay attention to that. You know, Hunter Biden, he's not a factor in any of this. I don't even worry about it. He got kicked out. He got kicked out.
Are you enjoying the rally?
The rally's been very good. I'm surprised at how many people are here.
Absolutely.
Very, very much surprised. It's encouraging. People came from all over the country.
Where'd you come from today?
I came from the socialist state of New Jersey,
yeah.
but not for long.
Exactly.
Can't stand to pay $1,000.
Do good work, brother.
Hey, thanks. Thanks.
Can't afford to pay $1,000 a month for property taxes.
It's very high in New Jersey, isn't it? What about Chris Christie? Can he even fit through that tunnel?
Chris Christie is a lost soul.
Yeah.
He's a lost soul. So.
All right, well, thank you, sir.
Hey,
have a nice day.
For your work.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Hey.
God bless you.
Thank you very much.
I'm from Madison County, Virginia.
There we go. Boom.
I listened to all that fake COVID stuff.
Yeah.
I listen to Jason and Charles every week. I'm on the farm. I go check the cows, work on the fences, and I listen to Charles and you, and it's so intelligent. And Charles, like, this guy, why isn't he out there, like,
running for something? I know. I've asked him.
Get him on InfoWars.
Well, he is now on band.video.
No, I'm already ahead of you.
Yeah.
I watched a little video of him with the little clay figure
yeah,
that you made.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love your channel.
Thank you.
I love your channel. You're a patriot.
Thank you.
And it's so, I feel like I'm doing something brave being in Trump country going out. It is the fear they've instilled with people have, even me living in a conservative place, I don't even felt safe going out and, you know, expressing my views. But you know what? Now it's like gloves are off. I don't care anymore. It's everybody needs to get out in the streets and support Trump. Listen to Jason, support him. I'm not even paying for your thing, but I'm going to do it now.
Thank you.
Where's it at? Patreon?
Patreon.com/crowdsource the truth and subscribestar.com.
Get a picture of us. You might have a good picture with you?
No, absolutely.
I know you get a little scared when people come up to you in New York.
No.
Hell with COVID. That's fake crap. And I know this sounds a little weird too. I know there's a lot of people in the conservative movement that are like all obsessed about Jews, and I get some of the Jew stuff, and you're a good Jew though.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
I'm
it.
just joking.
Now listen, I understand what you're saying. A lot of it comes from ignorance. People, I was on a movie one time, right? And the director and me were the only two Jewish people on the movie. And at the end of the movie, we had a rap party, like for rapping the movie. And somebody started playing Rapper's Delight, and I started breakdancing in the middle of the place. And the guy who owned the bar had been like...
You are so subversive. Oh.
Well, and then the thing is, the guy said to the director, I had no idea Jews could dance like that. And the director came over to me and he was like, I can't believe that guy would say that to me. We spent thousands of dollars in his place. He was so mad. And I said, listen, don't get mad. Because we've just opened that guy's eyes. I'm probably the first Jewish person he ever met. And that's not hatred, that's just ignorance.
Oh yeah, everybody thinks, you know, I got a southern accent, and when they meet me, they think I'm low IQ, they think I'm slow, but you know what? I can, you know, do circles around these people. And you are really doing good work. God bless you. I swear, God bless you, man.
Thank you.
What do you think is going to happen? Do you think they have put, like, we were so wanting the whole Durham stuff and all that. I know Charles thinks it's going to happen, but they have almost forced the hand of Trump now. They have forced his hand. If they would just went away, they probably would have gotten away with everything. Now they, you know, Brennan came out and said, Trump, he's a cornered cat. No, a tiger. No, he's the cornered cat.
Exactly.
He is. We are awake. And they've done everything they can. Our governor, Ralph Northam, just yesterday came out with new restrictions about fake COVID crap. Now, instead of 10 years and up for the mask, now it's 5 years and up. This is completely evil. And every time, I feel like crying every time what they've done to these children. Me and my sister, we came in a really abusive household. And it was hell on earth, and it's prepared me and her for these turbulent times now, and I feel like it's built me up for these times to be strong. And that what was I saying?
The masks on kids.
The mask on kids. It is such mental illness. Such mental illness. And the teachers, I have an aunt that's a teacher. She's a Democrat, mentally ill Democrat. And she is in her house, won't do anything. Keep in mind, I take care of my grandmother and everything. None of them will even see her. They're scared to see her because of the COVID. Not to harm her, but harm themselves. The teachers should be ashamed of themselves in this country. Not all of them, but the public school teachers with the unions, they want the schools to be shut down because they want to sit their fat asses at home getting that money, and it's a shame. Children need to be with other children, socializing.
I agree.
And the liberals and the Democrats in this nation are sacrificing their children's futures and the minds of their children to get Trump. And it's so sick, it's so evil to see children afraid of something that they know is bullshit. I mean, the children, that's what we got to think about. The children, they deserve a normal lifestyle, somewhat normal lifestyle that we were afforded. This is such BS. And anytime I talk to an older man, like somebody my father's age, or these boomers that are so afraid of COVID, I tell them, you need to be ashamed of yourself for being such a damn coward, letting your country go under for fake COVID crap for the flu, and for what you're doing to these children. But my name's Justin. I'm on Instagram, JRC22288. I've been rambling, but there's just so much I want to say. And I know there's patriots out there like you that are isolated in rural areas like me, and you feel so trapped, and you feel like nobody's listening. We see how many people voted for Trump. At least at minimum almost 80 million, and let's just say they threw away a lot of his votes, so he might got 90, 100 million. We don't know. America's awake, the world's awakening. There's great evil. We could be sad about this time, but without great turmoil, there cannot be great change to defeat the evil. And this is a spiritual battle between good versus evil. And it's as old as time, as old as anything, and you gotta pick a side. But Jason's picked a side. He's in the most demonic, satanic place in the world, and look at him, he's still here. But thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you,
I really
America.
Appreciate what you're saying, man.
God bless you. God bless you.
You too.
Yeah,
I really
man.
appreciate it. And nice to meet you.
You know, and I was probably going down the path. You know, I know things about. I hate to say about Jewish people, but you know, a lot of people on the right go down this path of obsessing too much about Jews. There's a lot of problems with Israel and their influence and everything. But somebody like Jason popped up, Jason Goodman, said that's a Jew, and he's like a patriot. There are patriot Jews out there. I mean, so
I think there's good and evil in every religion, every race, and I think the people that are on the side of good need to come together to denounce the evil wherever it is.
And my sister, she never. This is Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
She never really cared much for Trump. She was trying to enter her like bubble of anti-Trump stuff. Listen to the media. And
only after he won and the media was like acting.
When people are gaslighting you, you start to realize it. Yeah. And with the COVID stuff, that was just enough for her.
Yeah.
And we live in a rural area where the one little thing we like to do is maybe go to the Starbucks and just enjoy ourselves. We got to drive 30 minutes to Starbucks. We can't do that now because you got to wear your mask. You get mentally ill, liberal white women that go up to you and yell at you, and usually they're overweight. Just tell them you're fat, you're obese, mind your own business. Attack them, get aggressive, get up in their faces.
Well, don't fat shame.
Well, no, yeah. If they're getting up in your crap, get up in their crap.
That's true. They're telling you what to do. They want government-funded health care so that they can drink all the fattening drinks that they want and be unhealthy and have everybody else pay for it.
Yeah.
There does need to be a lot of personal responsibility, and people need to worry about themselves.
This is mass mental illness our country is experiencing right now. Mass mental illness. It's so disturbing.
I really appreciate you guys stopping and saying hello. Enjoy the rest of the day.
God bless you,
Be
Jason.
safe. Thank you so much, and you.
Yeah, and down with social engineers. Down with the social engineers.
There you go. Absolutely. Take care, you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks. So there we go. We get a lot of insights from people. I don't know why this thing is... Oh, I might need to get the battery charger on it. It seems to be running low on juice. There we go. I think it's good. Okay. So there we go. A lot of Crowdsource the Truth viewers coming out and saying hello. That's really nice. 2.8 thousand. Gloves off, baby, Ellie says. 95% want a recount. Well, one important point is that a recount is not necessarily what we need. What we want is an audit to make sure that the votes were properly cast, that they are legal votes, not, just... Yeah, a recount would be helpful. It was interesting to hear Rudy Giuliani talk about how they were reinserting the scanned, the ballots into the scanner. That's how it worked in New York. I filled it out on a paper ballot, and then they ran it through a scanner. And I remember thinking that was weird. Why do we need the paper if it's just getting scanned? Why not just... the government, why are we contracting this to a Canadian company? And then there's that German company. Do we know if the raid that we were hearing about, has that been verified? Because I heard some news that there was a raid on some German company that took their server and that the server was storing the votes or something like that. I don't know why we have all these foreign companies involved with our U.S. elections. It seems like we should be able to do it. Carol didn't like the commentary from Justin. Well, I mean, listen, I think everybody's got their own points of view. Some of the things they say we might agree with, some we might not. I have not seen any dead Biden voters, BMD. I will take a look. Yes, audit. We want an audit of the election. I think we want to also be checking out things like testimony from the employees of Democracy, what's it called? Dominion Voting. Democracy Suite is the software. Oh yeah, this is that restaurant, Paul, that we heard about when we were investigating. Larry Klayman had brought that lawsuit against Robert Mueller, and we got to see a lot of the text messages and emails. That was way back. And it was, I forget the guy's name, who was the press liaison, who always said no comment, but then said, why don't we meet at Paul? And then when I walked by there, I asked the manager if he had seen this guy, and he said, yeah, he's in all the time. So he's going into that place to have his little secret conversations that he doesn't want anybody to know about. probably a big Trump party inside the Trump Hotel, no? Let's see, I did bring a battery to plug into the stabilizer. People have the right to their opinion. I agree, my voice is very low. Yeah, there's not too much I can really do about that, unfortunately. I didn't want to... Oh, I see why. Thank you for pointing that out. It's because the headphones have gotten unplugged. Let's try plugging them back in. Check 1, 2. Ah, yes, I can hear myself now. Excellent. Good thing I have the comments with me. Okay, so you should be able to hear me better now. This is a totally, like, you know, on the street, one-man band kind of deal. This is the approach. And thank you for pointing out that my voice was too low. So Kimbo Slice is saying, where is Amazing Polly? Question mark. I no longer care where Amazing Polly is. She and I got into a bit of a row yesterday. She put out a story, you know, boom, about Hammer and Scorecard. And I sent her a DM on Twitter because I used to respect her and thought she was good at doing research. And so I said, what evidence have you seen that convinces you that Hammer and Scorecard was involved in this? Because I think it's disinformation. And I said that because I had interviewed Mary Fanning and was well aware of a lot of the people who are involved in this whole Hammer story, and it has never rung true. They've never given good explanations for what it is that they claim it can do. Dennis Montgomery was accused by his own former attorney of being a con man, according to the attorney. I don't know anything about that. That's a quote from the attorney. So if his own attorney thinks that, that's not very good. It certainly doesn't make him a good witness for Rudy Giuliani. And it seemed to me that that was what Mary Fanning and her crew were trying to do. They were trying to get Dennis Montgomery to somehow be involved in this extremely important testimony. You know, we're hoping that this makes it to the Supreme Court. And if they want to inject a poison pill into the president's defense, I'm going to do whatever I can to stop that. So I simply asked Amazing Polly, you know, what evidence causes you to believe that this is something worth talking about and publicizing and distracting from facts and attention with? And she just refused to answer. Very much like Kevin Shipp and Larry Gators, she just became increasingly combative as I was asking logical questions that she refused to answer. And so from that, I determined that she must be hiding something, and now I think Amazing Polly is a social engineer. She blocked me on Twitter rather than answer a very simple question. She tried to, you know, she's like, oh, you're getting mad, but I wasn't getting mad. You know, she used the same tactics I've seen all these social engineers use. And a lot of people say, oh, you know, these limited hangouts, it's 80-20, it's 90-10, it's 80% of what they tell you is true, and 10% or 20% is false. I don't think that's the way it works. I think the way it works is we, as the unsuspecting public, are presented with an array of characters who, for whatever reason, you know, they want you to trust and listen to this person or that. Amazing Polly. I always found the growth of her channel to be seeming a little bit not so organic, and she has said and done a couple things that I question, but overall I found her good. It wasn't until I directly asked her about this evidence that she refused to provide it that I was really convinced that she was a liar. And this could be it. She could have been presented to us, and for 4 years she is somebody that they want you to trust so that when she says something, a lot of people believe it, and this was the moment. They wanted to inject this piece of fake news, that the Hammer and Scorecard had something to do with this. Because you see, they got Sidney Powell to say it on Fox. And just like with the 17th letter of the alphabet, they want people to talk about it, they want people to rally around it, they want to say, oh no, this is a real thing, and then come out with something that shows that it's fake, or come out with something that shows that it's dangerous and it's inspiring violence, and then anybody who's involved with it, they wreck. By the way, Not So Amazing Polly was involved with that 17th letter of the alphabet. I always heard her talking about it. She denied it somehow, either in messages to me or tweets about me or whatever. But I heard her talking about it quite a lot. She seemed to be into it, and I think that was because she wanted other people to get into it, so that way anybody talking about it could have their channel kicked off of YouTube. Excuse me, officers. Any idea how many people were here today in the city? Any idea how many people were here for the rally today? Has it been calm? Any violence? Thanks. What's the matter?
It's the most handsome Jason Goodman in the fucking world.
Thanks, man.
Jesus fucking Christ, Jason. Come on, Jason. Look.
Good to meet you.
I'm Jason. I know a little bit about cybersecurity.
Where did you come from to go to the rally today?
I live across the street, across the water. Okay.
Cool.
Let me just say this. We have a lot of white hats. You know the difference between a white hat and a black hat?
Yep.
Okay. So
it's the color of the hat.
Let's just say white hats may have had a little inclination just towards what might transpire, and well, you know, I won't spoil it or anything.
Somebody sent me an email, said booze cures COVID-19. Did you know about that?
Well, that too.
You've been conducting a clinical trial in that?
Well, Jason, Jason, let's not get into that.
No, okay? No problem.
Let's get into the technical details.
Thanks for stopping, man. Good to see you.
I'll be
That's cool.
I'll be your protective force.
So we're walking right by the Trump old post office hotel there. Huh, it does seem that plugging in the big battery is helping this stabilizer, so that's good news. Oh, look at this. Is that an Italian Greyhound or... that is a thin dog. A Greyhound? I don't know. I don't remember what kind of dog that is. What's going on here? What's going on?
You heard?
So we have 5. Is this 5 people saying F Donald Trump? Is that the deal? Okay. Well, that doesn't seem like a smart thing to do. Come to a Trump rally and start screaming F Donald Trump.
Walking around in New York City, right?
This has been really different.
When I do my gigs in New York City and I'm walking around 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm smelling pot.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Now, definitely it smells like pot over there. But it seemed like there was like 4 people trying to create a fight. Have you seen Alex Jones around? Do you know if he's still around?
Haven't seen him.
People wanted me to go try to...
This is, Jason, let me give you something.
Yes.
When the first rally that I ever wanted to come to was the Tea Party, you know? I thought about the Tea Party and, you know, what it meant for...
Wait, here we got... Sorry to interrupt, but we got another little mini parade coming here. Oh, wow, not so many. Look at this.
Yeah.
So this is the new federal state of China. These are the Chinese dissenters who are against the CCP. Ziggy 007, Hammer and Scorecard are nonsense, and so are you. Using a fake name to promote nonsense here is going to get you blocked. And you say, I'm not real. I'm here, my real name, my real face. Greyhound, right. Yes, I'm in D.C., John.
I'm seeming to see a lot of ethnicity out here.
Well, these are Chinese Americans who are against the Chinese Communist Party.
This is incredible. I've never seen anything like it.
This is what Steve Bannon was talking about this morning.
I've never seen anything like it.
Well, this is what happens when people live under communism and socialism. So look at that. Chinese Communist Party made the virus. Can I see your sign, sir? Bioweapons. Bioweapons. I agree. You know, I think that whole premise makes a lot more sense. AJ was being surrounded by the Proud Boys. Where was that? I'm glad they did that. Hey, can you tell me about what's going on here with the parade? Or just talk normal? No. What's going on?
That's the federal state of China.
State of China, the federal state of China.
The federal state of China.
So what is that?
No, that's the new federal state of China.
Are you guys gonna?
Okay, no.
Take down the communist China. Take down the CCP. Right. Okay. How can people learn more about it?
Let me tell you about genius.org. We have a global platform for free speech all over the world with multiple language. And this platform is called the Genius. Genius.org and also gtv.org.
Oh, I saw that. That had all the videos from Hunter Biden's laptop.
Exactly. This is the medium which is the first one will reveal all the truths about Biden's family's corruption and their bloody and dirty agreement with CCP. And his son, Hunter Biden, got like a $4.5 billion.
4.5 billion?
4.5 billion.
Wow.
And that's only a portion. And he got like a $10 million every year for his fee.
Why do you think that the American news media refuses to report on that?
Because CCP has planned their control of the whole world for decades.
Through money and technology?
Monetary and sexual
Blackmail?
Blackmail.
Uh-huh.
All of them.
Wow.
And they has corrupt this country to a dangerous degree already.
And if Joe Biden gets in, somebody told me they think Joe Biden is actually a member of the Chinese Communist Party. Is that correct?
We believe that.
Yeah?
Whatever he has done, he has said. And whatever deal he has done, his son has done. It's absolutely part of CCP try to execute whatever plan CCP has planned for like decades to control the whole world.
Wow.
And look at the Chinese people, 1.4 billion people. They are isolated with the great internet firewall.
Oh yeah.
And people in China, they have no way to know what's happening in the world.
You know, I went to China for a film festival one time.
When?
Well, it was about 5 or 6, maybe about 7 years ago, maybe more. And I asked one of the people there, what about the Falun Gong? And he said he had never heard of it. And he looked it up on his phone, and it said Falun Gong is heresy. But obviously that's the Chinese government giving you that information.
The 1.4 billion people in China, they're only able to know what the government wants you to know.
Right.
And everything, they isolate every single thing. No news was able to...
But we're seeing that in the United States now. They wouldn't play the Twitter wouldn't let the information from the New York Post about the laptop.
Talking about Twitter, you are exactly right. That is why we people representing the new federal state of China.
And where is that though? In the United States or in China?
It is it's going to be, it's a new concept. It's going to be country in a country all over the world. And it's established on June the 4th this year. So it's totally, we are part of it, and we want to take down CCP because everyone wants to have our human rights.
Yeah, of course.
Freedom of speech.
You
freedom
speak
of
English
religion.
beautifully. Do you live in the United States
Thank
for
you
a
so
long
much.
time?
I was born and brought up in China.
Wow. How long have you lived in the United States?
In Shanghai, which is my home city. And I've been here for 20-some years because I came here, I wanted to come here. All of us, we were lying for freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and we want to have our own freedom to determine our future. But none of those is available in China at the time, and now it's even getting worse.
And they don't want us to have it in the United States anymore. Where is this march going to right now?
Supreme Court.
Okay, great.
Yes. So actually, we all come from America, all over the country.
Amazing.
And people came from California, Texas, Colorado.
Where in America do you live?
Denver, Colorado.
Oh wow, very far.
Yeah, that's
trip.
a beautiful place.
Excellent.
That's why we want to stand out. We want to do everything we can to protect American, to stop CCP and its corruption. The deep state, have you heard?
Of course.
The deep state, they are for their own benefit. They are working with CCP. Their purpose is they just want to do the same thing as CCP has done to the whole country, to the 1.4 billion people. And also, the main thing is, look at the pandemic. It's affecting every single person's lifestyle. And it's killed so many people.
Came from China, right?
It's not only came from China, it is engineered.
Bioengineered in Wuhan.
By
but
CCP.
traders from the United States as well. Bill Gates, Fauci, they're helping them.
Oh wow, you are so right. Fauci, he is a murderer. And look at Dr. Yan, Dr. Li Meng Yan. She was risking her life and come from Hong Kong. And ironically, at the time when she was still up in the air flying, her parents got arrested. Dr. Yan is the top scientist working in the virus lab. The top scientist, she knows, she got involved in research, in investigation of the whole pandemic study in Wuhan. And she got the truth. But CCP doesn't want to let anyone know. They are pretending it's from animal, from a seafood market.
But what happened to that Canadian-Chinese scientist who in February, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police escorted her out of the level 4 biolab in Winnipeg. It's Canada's only level 4 lab, and this is a Chinese-born woman who traveled to Wuhan with several students.
Traveled to Wuhan. What's their report?
We haven't heard. They just said that
this for your report.
Thank you. They just said that the Royal Canadian Mounted Police escorted her out of the facility, and we haven't heard anything since February. We don't know what happened.
This is what's happening
You
every
gotta
single
look on
day.
CBC, Canadian Broadcasting. Her name is like Dr. Quigley. I can't really pronounce it. It's some English written Chinese name.
It's very possible. Actually, not only her. It's many people. It's any people can. This could happen to anyone in China. Because, see, we are all come
They
from
blackmail
China.
her, you mean, to get her to do something.
Not only blackmail, they could make a person disappear.
Right.
Just like that. And we all came from China, and we have family in China right now.
So they're in danger.
But you are right. But we dare not go back to China.
Wow.
Because at the moment we landed in the airport, they can arrest us, do anything to us. There's absolutely no law and order in China.
How can people learn more about the new federal state of China?
Oh my, that's an excellent question. We want to, based on this saying, truth, nothing but the truth can set us free.
Right.
That is the thing. Everyone has responsibility to search for the real truth. Not the medium, not the mainstream, what the medium say. I am recommending a new global platform of free speech.
Yeah.
It's called the GTV.
GTV.
GTV.org.
Okay, GTV.org. That's where everybody's going to go.
G represents God.
Uh-huh.
Gold.
There you go.
Yes.
I think we're almost at the Supreme Court here.
Yeah, that's where we are heading
Great.
to.
Well, thank you very much for speaking to me, and good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
There we go. A Chinese activist against the CCP. Very interesting. It's got over 3,000 people watching. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. I hope that people watching now will become sponsors of Crowdsource the Truth. Help me do these kind of things in the future. That was really interesting to speak to that woman. I don't know if Trump supports Fauci. We've got Elizabeth saying Trump supports Fauci. I mean, I think politically he had to. Excuse me, officer. What do you think about this thing with the new federal state of China?
No comment.
No comment? All right. Chinese guy, no comment.
Hey, Dad.
Has it been calm today? No violence?
No violence.
That's good. The cops don't really want to talk. I get it. They don't want to be distracted. They're not media representatives. Now, why is it just the new federal state of China demonstrators that are going to the... Oh, wow, look where we are. So we're getting a nice tour of DC as well. Okay, so we're sort of at the end of the new federal state of China demonstration here. And it looks, I don't know where the Supreme Court is, but there's the Washington Monument right behind here. And also the really weird Smithsonian Museum. I mean, I don't know, not the contents, but the design of it is kind of strange. I think it's very important to listen to people who have lived under these socialist regimes. I mean, I'm amazed when I see these, college students in New York who have their iPhones out and all their stuff, and they want socialism. I don't think they necessarily understand what it is they're asking for. Just checking the comments here. Someone's asking if I take Bitcoin. Yeah, I think if you go to crowdsourcethetruth.com, there's a way to get Bitcoin. I had it up a while ago, and then a social engineer was like poking around in my Bitcoin wallet, so I took the number down. But there's nothing going on that I really don't want people to see, other than the fact that anybody poking around in your financial information is kind of weird. But yeah, I was thinking about adding back Bitcoin. I don't know if people know, but you can get an annual subscription to Crowdsource the Truth. If you go to crowdsourcethetruth.com and you sponsor the Counter Lawfare Fund, the different options there come with annual gift subscriptions. So if there is anybody watching who would like to sponsor the show with Bitcoin or Ethereum, just send me an email to truth@crowdsourcethetruth.com or truth@crowdsourcethetruth.org, and I can definitely arrange to send you the Bitcoin. There's like a big number. I'm an idiot when it comes to cryptocurrency. I don't know too much about it. Sorry, everybody. I think there's some kind of private way to do it. So this is cool. We have a giant demonstration here. Chinese activists against the Chinese Communist Party.
Trump for more years. Trump for more years.
What is this flag? Is that the new federal state of China?
Exactly.
That's the flag? There it is. So this is anti-communist Chinese activists speaking out against the CCP in favor of Donald Trump, warning us, not from nature, made in a Wuhan lab, bioweapons. I agree, they gave me one, I have it, thank you. So there we go. But I don't think that this is the Supreme Court. Is it anywhere near here? Maybe it's going past this?
Jesus Christ is calling us to repent, for the kingdom of God is at hand. The kingdom of God is at hand. Amen. God bless you, man. Have a good one, y'all. Amen. Jesus Christ is calling on us.
Looks like the sun's going down.
From our hearts.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. People are suggesting that I...
But Jesus Christ. Nobody can save the world but Jesus Christ.
Well, all right. So, but where is the? I do want to go to the Supreme Court. Let me figure out where that is.
As we go back home, let's think about this. Like, where are we spending it?
Where is it? Do you know where the Supreme Court is?
When you take your last breath.
Do you know where the Supreme Court is? The Supreme Court?
You can be comfortable saying that I'm going to make it to heaven with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Keep going all the way down.
This is the only way that we can get through.
The Supreme Court is in that same block.
Oh wow. Okay. Thanks.
But it's
we have to repent.
Far.
It's the other.
That's why we have to ask for salvation.
You're at the half point of the mall, so you've got.
So okay. Thanks. I'll figure out. They said they were going to the Supreme Court, but I think that's wrong.
We cannot be bound by confusion.
That's not the direction I would go.
We cannot be bound by
Got
laws that don't align with the laws of Christ.
Well, so now I'm sort of lost because we've got the.
That's why we have to look for salvation in Jesus Christ. That's why we need Jesus Christ. That's why we are out here preaching the gospel.
Look at those planes. That's a strange.
The gospel has the power to change.
Are people seeing
my
that?
Heart, and it can change yours as well. The gospel changed me from being a reckless, annoying, giving into all my desires. The Bible changed my heart, changed my soul. God bless you guys.
So let me see if I can figure out.
The Bible changed my heart.
I mean, do people know?
The Bible convicted me of sin.
Let me go to the comments here. So a lot of people wanted me to go to try to see where Alex Jones was. I think he's done speaking for sure. Get back to the group. Yeah, what group though? The Chinese group or the... Very similar to the EU. That was my feeling, that the flag looks very similar to the EU, and I'm not so into that. Weird that those planes are going straight down. UFOs are chemtrails. Whoa, look at that.
The best life, you're not going to have all the wealth in the world. That's not what Christ promised. He's promising you everlasting life. No other prophet has promised you everlasting life. No other prophet has risen from the grave. No other prophet, no other God chose to die on the cross for your sins.
Seems low, but perhaps I'm just... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I want to head sort of back over this way because that's where my car is, and actually remembering and finding it are going to be potentially challenging, but I'm super good at getting lost without GPS guidance, so yeah, really strange. Definitely. Let's just see. DC is very safe in daylight, do not linger. I agree with that. So I'm going to head back over this way. We're going to try to find the I always understood that the whole thing was supposed to end at the Supreme Court. So that was nice to speak with the anti-CCP activists, but definitely heading back over this way seems like the plan right now. Supreme Court is across from the Capitol, northeast corner, right. So it's all the way back to where I was, but that's fine. Doomsday plane, I mean, was it or was it just a regular plane? I didn't really get a good look at it. And I mean, we've only got an iPhone here operating at, you know, mid-level HD. So when I do these live streams, there's a lot of things that I can do to sort of try to prevent it from cutting. Although we had 2 broadcast cuts during this show. That was a bit disappointing. When I get back to New York, I'll put everything together into one big long video and people can see it on Patreon and Subscribestar. I mean, I like DC, not necessarily the politics and all that, but the buildings are cool. It's a unique city in that regard. It's got this kind of like strange, Europe kind of, you know, ish feel to it. And definitely unique architecture compared to New York. I don't know if people have had a chance to be here. Kind of nice to have an alternative city for the walk around. I guess we can make a list of the cities we've done walk and talks in. We had, where were we? Serbia, Sarajevo? Where was it that Charles and I went? I don't even remember. I was there for like a day. I think I'm going the right way here. Everyone went, yeah, I don't know where everybody went. I'm thinking Supreme Court. That's why I got up early. Yeah. Well, it's kind of cool to just walk around and see the people who are out with the Trump flags. I mean, it's amazing that we're in a time where supporting the President of the United States is something that could just get you punched in the head walking down the street with a hat or a flag. Not in Kansas anymore, Jim. That's right. Yeah, so, all right, let me get the GPS. I'm trying to read the comments. Here's the National Museum of American History. I feel like I've been in some of these museums when I was a kid. I mean, you know, growing up in New York, Washington, D.C. is a definite, like, school field trip. Hi.
You said you wouldn't come yesterday.
Well, you know, I was on the fence.
What do you mean? When you got here?
I just got here this morning. Were you one of the people who wrote to me and wanted to...
No, I didn't.
Oh, because a lot of people said, hey, we're going to D.C. Do you want to come with us? And I was like, it's difficult for me to accept offers like that from people because there's so many people who come at me who want to like destroy my life and everything. Yeah. But it's nice to meet you here. How have you enjoyed the rally?
Excellent. What did they say? How many people?
The one officer said something between 100 and 200,000 people. Yeah. Now I detect an accent. Where did you grow up?
I'm from Europe, by the way.
Europe.
Yeah, I'm from Europe. Slovakia.
So you escaped communism, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so it's funny how whenever I talk to people from Eastern Europe or China or Cuba, they all know. You know what's going on. Yeah. It's got to be amazing. You never thought this would happen in America, did you? You came here so your children could grow up in freedom, and now it's being threatened again.
Yep.
What do you think is going to happen?
Oh man, I don't know. This was I thought that I have to do this today. I didn't go to any other rallies, but this was something that I said we had to do it. We woke up 3 o'clock in the morning.
Where'd you guys drive here from?
New York.
Oh, from New York?
Yeah.
Oh, Queens. Okay, yeah. Well, you got up earlier than I did, but you know what? I had the same feeling. I was thinking, you know, the train and driving and whatever.
Did you take the train?
I drove. I rented a car at the last minute because I didn't want to put the mask on and ride on the train.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I said to myself, you know, if I don't go, I'm going to look back on this one day and regret not being here for it.
Perfect, yeah.
Really good to meet you. Thanks for coming. Take care of yourself.
Take care.
Bye. That's nice to see a family like that. See, I mean, every single person. I don't think there is one person I've spoken to who has grown up in a country where they had socialism or communism who has said, oh yeah, no, it's pretty good. No, they don't want it. They fled. They gave up their lives. That Chinese woman said, you know, her family is still there, risking never seeing your family again. That's hard to imagine. Yeah, this is cool. Just walking around DC, and let's see who we run into. I mean, this is a bit of a unique day because we're packed up with supporters of President Trump, who some of which seem to also be obviously Crowdsource the Truth viewers. So it's just sort of like walking down the street getting interview opportunities. Louis Gohmert, U.S. Army raided and seized server company in Germany tied to Dominion election system. That's interesting. Christian is breaking that news for us. If Louis Gohmert said it, I do believe it. I don't think he would say that if it weren't true.
Like your show.
Thank you very much. That's great. I like Louis Gohmert. Okay, let's get back to the GPS here and see if we can find the Supreme Court. End route. Oh, see, I had it programmed for the White House, but I guess. Supreme Court of the United States. Here we go. It's only a 15-minute. Oh, that's driving. Wow. All right, 34-minute walk. Boy, that's kind of a lot. Let's see what happens. All right, but I'm just going to make a right over here. We'll see how it goes. I do have like super duper extra battery power today. Came with a strategy of being prepared to do this for hours. Now, but this is giving me driving directions. Maybe I should use, you know, people hate Google, but they allow me to choose walking. Or maybe this is walking. Yeah, it's closed today, I know. I don't mind. But this is telling me to go a different way, it seems. Boy, it gets so confusing with these map apps sometimes. I don't know, does anybody know if they're there at the Supreme Court? Am I just walking there to arrive and be the only person there? Now this guy's wearing a shirt that says Hope. Oh, Nope. Is that Biden Harris? Oh yeah. I thought it said dope. Right. And that was my thought about you. Have a nice day. Biden Harris. Well. Okay, back to comments. Watch your back. Antifa may be at the court. Good point. Ford Fisher on Twitter 10 minutes ago. MAGA, most people are still at the Supreme Court, but many headed to Freedom Plaza at the White House. Well, all right, if people are headed to the White House, I got to go to where everybody's going rather than where they were. I've been a little bit behind the curve on this. So let's put it to the White House. Hopefully that's closer too. The White House is closer. It's about half. Oh no, it's not. Walking. Yeah, it's closer, so that's good. Okay, I'll head to the White House. There's got to be action over there.
Yeah.
That was a cool shirt.
Hey, man.
Hi.
Oh, my God.
How you guys doing? You want to be on the
One of
show?
our favorite people in the world.
Great to see you guys. Where did you come from to be at the rally today?
Central Pennsylvania,
Well,
up in the mountains.
It's lovely to meet you guys. Are you confident that the president will prevail?
Yeah. Where's your
Good.
hat?
Where did you put my hat?
There it is.
Oh, he's going to prevail. They caught him.
Trump train, all aboard. There we go. Well, I'm glad you guys are here.
We spend a lot of time in New York City, and we do business there, or we did. And so we watch you all the time.
Well, thank you.
And it was great just to see the progress and updates every day, you know, as things went along. And with walks with Charles.
You know what? If I closed my eyes, you sound like Carter Page.
Oh my God.
A little bit.
Carter Page.
Yeah. We had him on the show, right? But
Yeah, that's right.
Didn't want to appear by video.
He didn't. That's weird.
It is.
Well, but that guy's been all kinds of spooks.
CFR, right.
Yeah,
I'm not so sure what's going on with him.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I don't
Carter.
think you ever know.
You never know.
With a guy like Carter.
You never know.
All right.
Well, thanks for coming and thanks for stopping and saying hello.
It's fantastic.
Lovely to meet you.
And man,
good to meet you too. Is that okay? There we go.
I've supported you financially.
Well,
also,
thank you very
all
much.
along because I know how hard it is.
I really do appreciate that.
Well,
Thank
it's
you.
hard work, and you do it all yourself.
Did your gear break when those BLM protesters broke it?
It did.
He was very concerned when they knocked down your
Wasn't that
camera.
bad? It was scary. They were all surrounding me. I felt threatened. And then social engineers put out a report on a blog claiming that I said this is why police shoot them.
Oh,
and
my
I never
God.
said that, but I mean, that's dangerous because if somebody lies about you
And then people
somebody
think it's
sees
true,
it and then
yeah.
they come attack, so
good.
we got to fight the social engineers.
Absolutely. We're with you all the way, Jason.
All right, thanks for stopping and saying hello. Good to meet
Hey,
you guys.
Take care. And have a great
Enjoy the rest
I'm
of the
so
day.
glad we ran into you.
Me too. Take care. They got a whole MAGA family there. This is such a nice day to come out and have people be friendly and express their support for Crowdsource the Truth while they're here supporting the president. Wow, this is a great view over here. I don't know if we have the dynamic range to see it's a little overexposed there. But we got some kind of speech going on here. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like I'm going the opposite direction I need to be going. Oh, boy. Ah. So, Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest. Maybe this guy knows with the dog. I assume he lives here. He's got a dog. Is the White House this way?
No, sir, I couldn't really tell.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Do you know if the White House is down this way?
Yeah, I know who you are.
Yeah, thanks. It's a lot of people from out of town, so maybe they don't know. Okay, now I'm on the blue line. You got to move for a little while for this thing to update so it knows where you are on the map, but now I'm heading the right direction. That makes sense too. Okay, so we're heading to the White House now. I missed the Supreme Court. Yeah, I know. Well, there's a lot of people around with live streams, so I can't be everywhere. We'll head over to the White House. I do believe that's a lot closer to where I began, so it'll take me back to the car. I think we probably got another hour, hour and a half of daylight, and then I do agree it will become, if there's going to be danger, that'll be the time. White House is going to be lit, Jack says. Hyperloop train would be good. I mean, it is sort of sad that we're here. This guy doesn't want to be seen. It is sort of sad that in 2020, it takes 3-4 hours on the train to get from New York City to Washington, D.C. We should have some kind of Hyperloop train or something to, you know, New York, D.C. should take an hour, half an hour, something like that. That guy who I was talking to on the walk up to the Capitol there didn't like Elon Musk. He says he's with them. Other people have said that. I don't know. I'm impressed by the innovations. And although I don't want a brain chip, I am interested to know what they could learn about the brain. Certainly if somebody can't walk or see, they might feel differently about having a brain chip. Antifa incoming, Jennifer says. Do you know that, or is that just you're anticipating that? I expect that they will. But New Day does not trust Elon. I mean, you know, I don't know that I would necessarily trust or distrust somebody having not met them, but I just have a generally good impression of the guy. He hasn't done anything, although he did say that we'll coup anybody we want. That was a little bit crazy thing to say. It's impressive what he's been able to accomplish, and he's certainly intelligent. Real Americans love Trump, according to New Jersey Swamp Fox. White House this way?
This way and then a left.
Okay, great, thank you. I guess I might be closer to it than I realized. Yeah, this makes more sense. I mean, it's half the distance of the Supreme Court, and if that thing's already over, then what's the point? Message from Trump speaks at 4 p.m. Ah, that'll be at the White House. Oh boy, I don't know if I'm going to make it in time. Hopefully he'll be a little late. Anyway, my audio on any Trump speech is likely to be quite bad compared to somebody who's going to have, you know, wired into whatever he's speaking into, or, okay, yeah, here, we're back at the Trump Post Office Hotel, so that's good. I should have parked there. I wonder, probably you can't. Oh, I see more flags, so the parade is still going over here. Yeah, it's heading to the White House. This was a good decision. I think this is the IRS, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's the Environmental Protection Agency. There's some IRS, oh, maybe that's it. There it is. That's it right there. Internal Revenue Service. So it's so close to the Trump Hotel. I don't know why he can't, you know, arrest Lois Lerner or whatever. These guys are on the super duper electric unicycles there. Imagine if your legs were that short and you had to walk. I love the thick beard guys with the mask on, because there's no way the virus is going to find its way through that wiry beard, right? IRS is not constitutional, Jim tells us. I have heard that. Ah, here's more Chinese activists. New federal state of China. Look at that Metropolitan Police van. Yeah, I mean, so the thing to keep in mind is that if there are pro-Trump people who recognize me, there's going to be Antifa people who recognize me as well. And when criminal jackasses like George's brother publish false statements about me with the intent of getting people to do harm, today is one of those days where that might happen. Haven't been talking too much about that lawsuit, but the judge was not impressed. Okay, I'm back, just in time to almost get crashed into by a skateboarder. Literally, like just a second ago, a guy came flying down these stairs and almost smashed into me. They're here skateboarding in the park, which everybody knows always annoys me, because the last thing I want is to get crashed into by some dope. All right, we're back. Yeah, something snatched the Wi-Fi over there. Totally disconnected. When I'm, you know, people have seen I've got a couple phones on me. I create an ad hoc Wi-Fi network as I walk around, and the only reason I'm talking about this is because it seems like if anybody is IMI catcher hitting me, they know that already. And that just happened. The main phone totally disconnected from the Wi-Fi network. So, all right, I'm still on my way to the Supreme Court here. Oh, I mean the White House. But it's 4 o'clock right now, so I hope I don't miss.
It was InfoWars. They had a caravan.
Okay, I'm close to where I gotta be here. Make a right. I'm still 10 minutes away, actually, so if the president starts on time, I'm gonna miss what he's saying. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to get anywhere near there. I'll be standing like outside the White House somehow. I'm not sure how this is gonna work. So here's 14th Street. Gotta make a right. I think if Trump can get this through the courts, he should paint the White House gold and put a Trump sign on it just to piss everybody off. Wow, that dude looks ready to go. A lot of Trump, you know, swag that you can buy there. It's like a Trump rock concert. The whole city is pretty much closed down. I've never seen it like this before. It's really going to be difficult to figure out where I left the car. Oh boy. How's it going, guys?
Good, how you doing? Good.
I guess people are starting to get tired now. I mean, if you've been out here all morning and all day, oh man, walking by this is likely to do something to the broadcast. Radio trucks like this in the past have been not good for me. Let's see if this works. Here's outdoor dining, looking good. It's actually making me hungry to see all these people at a restaurant. The Willard Center. People will know what that is, but I don't. Huh, Occidental Grill. I bet Obama likes that. Notice it's empty. Huh. That's funny. I mean, this kind of seems like the regular world over here. Everybody just kind of hanging around, having a nice time. There's the Treasury.
Hey!
Oh yeah, wait a minute. I've been in here. This is the Ellis something or other. Do I have that right? Ebbett Grill. Am I going the right way? I think so. Wow, I mean, I guess, oh, maybe you can't go this way. Oh no.
And then it gets even crazier. The final tally in the House is taken not by delegate, but by delegation. In other words, individual congresspeople don't get to vote. It's done by states. Now, get your head wrapped around this. In 2020, the majority of Americans live in blue states, but there are more red states.
You guys trying to get to the White House?
No, there's a possibility that the Republicans in the House of Representatives could just anoint their candidate.
How can you get to the White House?
Your best view is going to be from Connecticut Avenue. Everything else is closed down.
Can't go there? There's no way to go to the White House now?
against the very idea of majority rule in the United States.
Can't go on that side.
That is possible.
I don't even know where Constitution Avenue is.
So what can you do about it? Okay, now keep in mind, if the margin of the victory is so
to the backside of like 16th and H, but that's Black Lives Matter Plaza, and the fence is up.
So in other words, if you want to get your head punched in, go over there.
Right. So, I'll go this way. So you're a little closer, but what they've done over on that side, they've got like 3 layers of fencing, and then they've got all the BLM stuff all over.
Well, how do you get this? How do you get to 19? Like I parked on 19th Street.
19. Your best bet would be to go back down to the Constitution and take a right and walk down to 19th.
So are more streets being closed down as the day goes on?
No.
Come on, you guys. You gotta hang with me.
Okay. So you say go over here and do what to get to the White House? Because I don't know where I'm going.
It's totally enclosed. So your only chance of seeing it's going to be go down to a Constitution. So walk to the end of the fence and
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Down to Constitution.
End of the fence and take a right. Well, all right.
But when everybody went to bed on election day.
How can Biden supporters stand to fight with face masks? Well, that's a good question. Hey guys, good to see you again. I like it that that little kid is a viewer of Crowdsource the Truth. We still have wood here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not Ebbett Grill. I was confused.
I did not think he was going to say that. And then.
Well, that's too bad that you can't get to the White House. Buffering, right. Yeah, it's a trick, you know, walking all around town. And as a matter of fact, this today might just blow out the data plan, but we'll see. Even if we don't get to see President Trump on this live stream, I'm sure there'll be plenty of other coverage. And it's nice to see the kind of behind the scenes. Hey guys. It's nice to see the behind the scenes, just walk around the street like this and see what's going on, who's around, different groups. We've seen people from China, Brazil. Where did that guy say he was from? Hungary? So a lot of different countries and people that have seen different forms of government come and go. That guy's covering more ground with a skateboard protest.
Yeah, we sure would, wouldn't we?
I should have brought mine. Should have brought the skateboard. Although my board's still at your mom's house.
Wow, so I gotta go all the way down to the end of this fence. Well, I guess I'm back to where I was. Wow, these guys look ready for stuff, but no guns. What did he say is going on down there?
Everybody is going that way.
Have you been to the exit? Does that ring a bell to you?
It's also interesting to just see people kind of socializing in the street. That's something I haven't seen for a long time. In New York, it's much more, you know, just sort of people intimidating you in the street. Yeah, I walked away from that spot, so maybe the network is strong. No other live streams? That's gotta be, how could that be? I see people walking around. Maybe they're just recording. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be careful. We'll check out the White House, and then I'm not gonna live stream the search for my car because that's gonna be, if Charles were here, he would say, dude, where's my car? And it's an excellent question, but if you've enjoyed this live stream, I would encourage people to, oh, I didn't even have the logo up there. If you've enjoyed this live stream, I would encourage people to become sponsors on subscribestar.com/crowdsourcethetruth or patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth. You can help pay for the car rental, the gas, the speeding ticket, the parking, and just all the day-to-day expenses of running Crowdsource the Truth. One great way to do it, if you go to crowdsourcethetruth.com, you can sponsor the Counter Lawfare Fund. There's a bunch of different options there that people can use. They all include gift, subscription. How you guys doing? They all include gift subscriptions. You can get an annual subscription to Subscribestar by sponsoring the Counter Lawfare Fund. Someone asked in the chat earlier about Bitcoin. I got to put something on there so that people can use cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is going up like crazy. So if you have it from a really low price, you could sponsor Crowdsource the Truth with Bitcoin and it would be essentially free. That's good. Oh, wait a minute, I'm back at the Smithsonian. I'm just sort of walking around in circles. Maybe the CCP was going to the right place, and I should have, the anti-CCP, the new, what is it? The new Chinese federal state. New China federal state. I should have just followed them, I guess. Well, if the president is speaking at 4 at the White House, I don't know if we're going to get to see that. But maybe we'll see everybody and their reaction to it. Oh, somebody's getting ready for 420. Yeah, hey, that's fair enough. I hear you. Well, it's a nice way to spend a Saturday. I will say the drive over here was real pleasant. Not a lot of traffic at all, other than getting pulled over. I mean, that's the problem. There's no traffic, so you start going in excess of the speed limit. And for people who have ever driven in New Jersey, they're extremely serious about enforcing traffic laws there. Chris Christie needs to bolster his Bridgegate budget, I guess. And they charge you a lot for speeding tickets. Although it wasn't that high over the speed limit, so it won't be that big a deal, I think. Charles Ortel and John Cullen are watching. Is that true? Are they in the comments there? Hello, Charles and John. That's cool. There's a lot of these trucks around, so I guess this is just standard practice for restricting movement throughout the city. Is the White House down this way? Yes. Thanks. I see a lot of other people with stabilizers and cell phones. Are they not live streaming? I guess it's hard to find. I mean, I'm not putting any keywords or anything until later, so I don't know how YouTube really does it. Peter says, how did Gator turn into a turd? Well, we'll talk about that another time. We've been over it so many different times. I mean, I think what basically happens is there's a lot of different people who, let me break it down like this. We know from the Church Committee hearings, William Colby, former director of the CIA, he admitted that the CIA had a program called Operation Mockingbird, where they paid journalists, they paid editors of newspapers, television networks, etc., to control the news. And there's not a lot of information in terms of details about Operation Mockingbird, but there is some video from a hearing, and I believe he mentions the AP, ABC, and CBS. I believe. People should double check that. But I'm pretty sure the AP, the Associated Press, was mentioned as one of the news outlets that the CIA would pay to inject propaganda, fake news, CIA news, to, you know, cause people to believe whatever the CIA wanted them to. Now, after it was declassified by Colby during the Church Committee hearings, which was a Senate Select Committee investigating the, you know, it's got a really long name, the activities of the Central Intelligence Agency or something like that, there's pictures of George H.W. Bush sitting there in the testimony with him. And he doesn't look too happy. He's like biting on his glasses. He looks real nervous. Colby showed up dead shortly after that. A lot of suspicious details related to William Colby's death. Like he was found in a, well, he wasn't found for a while. They found his canoe overturned and he was like an avid canoer. So I'm pretty sure that's the Eisenhower office building over there, which is right next to the White House. I think it is. It looks like the Munsters house. You know, when I was here for the, oh, there's the White House right there. Can you see that? So yeah, we're not gonna see the president or anything from here. It's a mile away. So after Colby declassified Operation Mockingbird, he was found dead. You know, he was an avid kayaker, and they found his kayak, and then days later they found his body, and his dinner was like on the table. So why did he suddenly leave in the middle of eating dinner to go kayaking? But H.W. Bush later said that Operation Mockingbird had been terminated. However, I don't believe anything H.W. Bush has ever said, and there's no reason to believe that they would do that. And I think what we're experiencing now is Operation Mocking Tube, where a lot of people, George Webb, Amazing Polly, Larry Gators, they're fakers. They're here to gain our trust so that they can then tell us some lies. Do you guys mind if I speak to you for a second?
Yes, of course.
Where'd you travel from today to come to the rally?
We came from New Jersey.
New Jersey?
We traveled last night.
Pretty far trip. I drove from New York. Not a lot of traffic though, right?
No, it wasn't. I mean, we drove in the middle of the night.
Uh-huh.
We left New Jersey at about 7:30 p.m.
Uh-huh.
And we were here at about 11.
Do I detect a foreign accent? Did you grow up in the United States?
I'm Nigerian originally.
What's the government like in Nigeria? Is it socialist?
I wouldn't describe it as socialist, but it's close enough to socialist.
So
but
when
it's
you
a
guys,
democracy, but it's a dictatorship.
Dictatorship. So when you see things like Twitter blocking the New York Post and Joe Biden doing all this stuff, you know what this is all about, right?
Oh, absolutely, censorship.
It seems like people from other countries are way more aware of this than Americans.
No question about it.
I just wish that a lot of people get a chance to travel out so they can compare the United States with other countries, then they will appreciate this place much better.
Because I think a lot of people in the United States never do that.
Well,
yeah, most people do not have a global perspective within the United States. So as a result, it's a lot harder for them to have an appreciation for certain things that we do have an appreciation for.
And as Trump supporters, do people, friends of yours in New Jersey, obviously they must want you to support Black Lives Matter.
Absolutely.
And so
we're like the black sheep in the family. Absolutely. In fact, a lot of the friends are pretty much not even talking to us at this point.
Well, that's what I mean. It's got to be a real...
They're confused when we tell them, listen, Black Lives Matter is not really about black people.
Right.
I don't know what they're about, but it's not what we think. And all life matters, by the way. How about that? The same people that claim that Black Lives Matter, they're the one killing babies.
You're right. But you raise an excellent point because they name it that to fool people, because obviously no one would object to the statement that Black Lives Matter.
There's absolutely no objection to that.
But if you object to the organization,
to the ideology,
right,
and that's where the issue is.
And they name it that so that if anybody says anything against it, they can just say, "Well, you're racist."
Oh, really? I'm
no
not.
question about that. No question about that. But I don't know how I could be racist as a black man.
Right.
But
which part of us give us away as racist?
I witnessed somebody. They have other terrible names to say to black people who support Donald Trump. And it's really,
what they don't like is the fact that you can think for yourself as a black
Right.
person, and they don't like the fact that you got off the plantation.
Right. Right.
Plantation.
Well, thank you for speaking with me, guys, and thanks
Yes,
for coming to the
certainly.
rally. Enjoy the rest of the day.
All right, you have a good
Take
day.
care. Take care.
What is
It's Crowdsource the Truth on YouTube, or Jason Goodman is my name. Easier to remember. You look
All
it
right,
up.
very good.
Thanks, guys.
Best of luck.
Good to see you. I love speaking to people from other countries who come to America and appreciate it. These people who come to America and want to destroy it should just get the hell out. But whenever we talk to somebody who's come from a country where they've felt oppressed, they recognize that what we've got here has got to be preserved. And all of these wackos that want to replace it with socialism, they got to go. So I'm really thankful that I came here today. I'm not going to end the broadcast yet, but I don't think we're going to get to hear anything the president says from all the way over here.
Excuse me, sir. Can I take your picture with one of your signs? You can take one. Oh, thank you so much.
See, everybody here is being nice. I think that Antifa could take a page out of the book.
Thank you.
You know?
Yes, they are.
See, even the bike mobs are way calmer. I'm not really sure where to go now. I feel like it's kind of getting close to the end of the day. Oh, they don't want us standing in the middle of the road. They're talking to me because I'm just standing in the middle of the road. It's a beautiful sunset right here. Look at that. I think it's going to start getting cold now. It's been pretty sunny today. People can probably see I'm wearing a t-shirt. I do have a jacket in my bag, so it might be close to time to put that on. Is something crazy going to happen once the sun goes down? Oh, look at this, mounted police. The dog is immediately intrigued as well. Wow, nice lens. What's the focal length of that lens? Huh? Sounds like Chinese. So we have wise asses among us. Let's see, what do people think in the comments? The cops racing for Antifa? Maybe. Where is the White House? It was down there. Didn't you see it? Horses, yeah. Things seem to be calming down. I think we got a good chunk of live stream there. We got a good idea of what the scope of this protest was. I'll have to say, it does not feel like as many people as when he was inaugurated. I was here for that. I'm pretty sure that was a live stream. That would have been, you know, before. That was early Crowdsource the Truth, you know, January 2017. Hadn't really started the interview format yet at that point. Yeah, it might be close to time. We'll just head back over this way. Now, I'm a little turned around. I think I got to get back to like the... I can find my way back from the post office hotel, I think. Let me try and get my way back over there. $20 to $30K. No, I don't know. The cops said $100K. I don't know. I really don't have any way of... So here we got Knife and says Antifa is starting up. So Peter Kimon says, Hammer and Scorecard was not a server, but an app developed by the deep state to track social media across all platforms, similar to Berge and Milley reported on. First of all, how you doing? First of all, Peter, that's wrong. That's not what Mary Fanning said it was when she first started talking about it. So even if that's what they claim that it is now, they're lying. I think Berge is lying to Milley to screw her up and get her in trouble. So, you know, there's that. Also, I spoke to Berge and he wasn't talking about the hammer. I spoke to Berge before really anybody was talking to him. And he told me that he was working for Jim Jones, dealing with a company called ClearForce that was based on ShadowNet, which was a social engineering environment created by the U.S. Army for use in Afghanistan and Iraq to track and manipulate people through social media in those regions. And that's nothing like the hammer. Stop spreading nonsense about the hammer. Watch my videos about Mary Fanning and what a liar she is. And Mary Fanning, if I am defaming you by calling you a liar, where's the lawsuit? She's not going to do it because she knows that that would drag out all of the information that she's lying about in federal court. And she doesn't want to do that. And plus, I'm not lying, so she would lose. She's a liar. She's told me lies. The hammer and scorecard is a waste of time. We don't need something to break into voting machines that have already been documented by the Texas Secretary of State and another report that I saw, I think from Pennsylvania from 2018 or 2019, where it says there's a ton of exploits. Anybody could get in there. You don't need the hammer and scorecard. And also, all the explanations that the people who have been giving about the hammer and scorecard are so technically deficient that they're just implausible on their face. It is a poison pill inserted to screw up what Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell and Lynn Wood are trying to do. And it is so important. They have one shot at this, and anything stupid like the scorecard and hammer that gets in there is likely to screw it up. I think Rudy Giuliani knows what he's doing, and he's got the affidavits from these, sworn testimony from employees of the voting company and everything like that. So hammer and scorecard, that needs to go away. There's no evidence that that's anything other than disinformation. Okay, let's see if I could get back over to the go. Yeah, all right, I'm not going the right way here. Yeah, so I mean, thank you for your input, but wrong. I don't believe that.
I've seen.
Let's see what else the comments have to say. I'm like bouncing back and forth between comments and GPS. Okay, thanks, Jim. Good to hammer and sickle, right. Oh, and so somebody pointed out, I was talking about the Delian project, okay? Now, whoa, you can't even go on that sidewalk now? Is that newly closed? I hate it when they close things down. So the Delian project is this, oh yeah, here, I think that's that Chinese police officer who didn't want to talk to me before. The Delian project is the commitment to action with the Clinton Foundation. So it's basically a deal between the Clinton Foundation and Dominion Voting. And somebody pointed out yesterday that Delian is nailed, spelled backwards. That's interesting. I don't think that means that the hammer is true. In fact, if anything, I would consider that a pretty weak point of evidence that the hammer is disinformation, because if they control the Delian project and they're tricky, they insert the hammer with the opposite of nailed to be, part of their little karma that Ole Damagard has told us about, where they tell us about what they're doing, and if we're not smart enough to figure it out, then that's on us. But that is more an element of just intriguing, interesting, coincidental. I don't think that that's really evidence. You could not present that in a court as evidence of anything. It's interesting to discuss in social media, but Delian, I think, probably has more to do with Athens. I mean, if these guys are making voting systems, they're going to be real interested in democracy and the history of elections and stuff. So they're probably rather learned in the ways of Athens and, you know, all those city-states and everything. And when I looked it up, it said that the Delian thing was an alliance of city-states that Athens then, you know, screwed them over and took the money and used it for their own purposes. That sounds like the Clinton Foundation to me. And I don't think that means that the hammer is anything other than something imagined. And I mean, you know, they keep coming back to it. That's a hell of a flagpole. That's really long. Yeah, I mean, I guess these guys are going over to the White House. I don't know. It's not like you're going to hear what the president says from there. It just didn't seem like... Right, I agree there, Druid VW. I think you're right. So I'm going to try to make my way out of here as the sun starts to set. And I mean, you know, definitely walking around with the camera stuff makes me a target. Anybody who reads George Webb's brother's blog and saw that post where he put up false statements attributed to me that I never made with malicious intent. Anybody saw that could be likely to try to do something. So I think that's a low likelihood, but you know, it's a possibility he put it out there by publishing that. Let's see. Hopefully the cops will let me make a left here soon. I hope people enjoyed this little journey to Washington, D.C. But why did he change the design of the flag? I think you're not supposed to do that. So we're gonna make a left here pretty soon. The cops don't really want people making lefts. Yeah, I mean, driving, I did not anticipate this. I guess that was stupid, but driving around this city today has not been fun or easy. I hope that car is still there when I get back to it. So why do we need these trucks to be running all day, though, if they're just here to be blocking the street? That seems like a waste of gas. Wow, the comments are shooting by when I go back to it. Our rallies are always peaceful, unlike the idiots on the left. Yeah, I mean, listen, you can't speak in absolutes. There we go, there's the Trump Hotel. Can't speak in absolutes. Nothing is always anything, but I agree. It was a huge contrast seeing everybody here today, nice, friendly. I gotta say, I have a feeling even if I was not a Trump supporter and I was speaking to those people, and if I wasn't a jerk, like calling them racist names, like some of the people that we saw, I think you could go up to most people there, ask them a question, and they'd give you an honest answer without insulting you or saying, I don't want to talk to you, or stand 6 feet away, or some kind of stupid crap. But that's just my opinion. I don't really know. It definitely seemed nicer. Wonder, maybe I should go into the Trump Hotel and see what's going on in there. Maybe would they allow that? Yeah, DL Vox, I didn't want to take Amtrak because they make you wear a mask, and I didn't want to do that. And I rented a car, so I can't take Amtrak back now. I can't just abandon a car. People say, yes, go into the hotel. Okay, well, let's check out what's going on inside the Trump Hotel. I have a feeling they're probably going to say turn off the... Let me think, though. I think I've been recording in there before. We'll find out in a minute. If they say turn it off, that'll be the end of the live stream. well, I don't know if I'm going to get a room. It seems the Trump Hotel would probably be expensive, and I got to go back to do Sunday with Charles. You know what? I should have planned to do that. I bet you a room, that would have been interesting to see what a room at the International Hotel looks like. Initially, this plan was going to be Charles was going to join me, but we were concerned about taking the train and possible lockdowns, and Charles has some family obligations in the city as well, so it was just too complicated. I mean, I actually went to bed last night thinking I was not going to arrive here, but as I told that guy in the street, I just woke up feeling like if I missed this day, whatever happens, I would be missing a part of history. This is an ideal shirt because dumb Joe supporters will think, oh, there's another Joe Biden voter. You said Joe and the ho, no, or something like that. But I think most people will just see Joe and think she's good to go. There's still a real lot of people around. So people taking pictures in front of the Trump Hotel. There's some funny Trump shirts. Impeach this, flipping the bird and whatnot. Still marching, yeah. Wow, this is still big. I mean, honestly, if this were the density of the parade at its height, I think that would still be big, but this is like the tail end. There's got to be people who've already headed home and stuff. The sun is definitely setting, as people can see. Beautiful light here. Golden hour in Washington, D.C. on this 14th day of November. Oh, it looks like you cannot go into the Trump Hotel. What if I tell them I'm going to have dinner there? Is the restaurant open? Hotel guests only. You can't go to the restaurant? Okay. Okay. Well, so much for that. So I guess I should have gotten a room if I wanted to go in there. That's sad. This election will be decided by Congress, Peter asks, if Trump loses, the commies take over. Well, that's true. 25 minutes of daylight, find the car. That seems like the best plan, actually. Now that I can't go into that hotel, I would have done that. That would have been interesting, but nope, they won't let you in. I guess that's smart because they're probably anticipating lots of craziness going on there. So this might be the end of today's broadcasting. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I want to thank the generous Patreon and Subscribestar sponsors who make every Crowdsource of the Crowdsource the Truth show possible. Thank you. And if you're not yet a sponsor, if you enjoyed today's broadcasting or any of the shows that I do, please become a sponsor by going to subscribestar.com/crowdsourcethetruth or patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth. You can also go to crowdsourcethetruth.com and sponsor the Counter Lawfare Fund. I really do need your help. The Emmys lawsuit is entering a new phase, and because they've sued my company rather than suing me personally, I've been forced to hire an attorney. I would have defended pro se, and they still would have lost, but now it's going to probably take months and months and literally thousands of dollars, so really need your support if you want the show to continue and me to not go broke. Thank you to everyone who has supported the show so far. I hope that the Washington, D.C. Metro Police have an easy night and that there is not any kind of violent display. I know that the people who are here today at the rally in support of President Trump to stop the steal, I don't expect that they will cause violence, but we've seen agitators around, so anything could happen. Oh, and there goes the stabilizer. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Have a great night. I'll